Yeah. What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man, Marq Nash. Make some noise. All right. Should be a good one. This should be an interesting one. You see the title, you see the topic, you see the thumbnail. You know what we're here for. You know what we came to do. Let me blast this link out, and we're going to get this show started, man. But in a nutshell, Joe Budden on his podcast recently did a episode where he said Tupac would end Nas, Biggie. I think at one point they brought up Jay-Z. He said end them. Whoa, end them? Got to put a case on that. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. This should be a fun episode, a little lighthearted episode. Should be fun, should be interesting. So let me run the intro, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Let's start the show. It's your man, Marq Nash, breaking beats. Let's get it, baby.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I awake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bullshit, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up. My boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes is so ratchet. These hoes is so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash. Take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound.
Yeah. What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man, Marq Nash. Yeah, man. This should be a good one. Interesting topic, man. Interesting topic. I'll play the audio of how we got here and why we are here on this. But before we do that, man, I just wanted to give a major shout out to everybody who's pulling up. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your energy. Yeah. So we got to talk about it. I got a survey in the chat, by the way. And I'm asking would Tupac beat Nas and Biggie in a Verzuz? The survey is yes to both, or you can say no to both. You also can say yes, he'll beat Biggie, but not Nas, or you can put yes, he'll beat Nas or not Big. So we're going to talk about it. This should be a fun topic. As always, if you guys want to join the conversation, I have the link to the StreamYard is pinned at the top. Also, I'll open the phone lines up if you guys want to join in that way as well. So definitely look forward to having a good conversation with y'all in regards to this topic. As always, before we start the show, I would be remiss if I didn't give a major shout out and big respect. Look. Terrible accent. I know. Put a case on me. Terrible accent. Terrible Jamaican accent. I know. Right. I don't even know why I did that. Why did I do that? Put a case on me. Matter of fact, slap me. I'll slap myself. Hold on. Where to drop it? Let me slap myself for that. Why did I do that? Big up. I want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. My bad, fam. My bad. And sorry to all the real Jamaicans. But as always, man, let me do a real quick roll call to all the members. Without you guys and your continued support, we could not do the show at this level. So shout out to New Media Today, USA Boxing. That's my guy, Coach Malachi Williams. What up, fam?
What up?
My boy HLD.
What up?
Cooking with Sir Senior.
What up?
Matty Yoel.
What up?
Deuce Times.
What up?
Brandon Washington.
What up?
Born Supreme.
What up?
Karma Serene.
What up?
Lisa Bells.
What up?
That guy Eclipse 330.
What up?
Ace Retro.
What up?
Lady Chann done them season.
What up?
I saw that interview you did too with Hassan Rodman Jr., Lady Chann. Good shit. Dub Right Side.
What up?
Boxing Lounge.
What up?
My boy Tank the Sweet Signs Examiner. Appreciate you.
What up?
Pure though.
What up?
D Bevel the Champ.
What up?
And shout out to D Bevel because he's on the Patreon too.
What up?
Rob G Films.
What up?
And of course my boy Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
All right, man. So let's just get right into it. Now, this debate right here has probably been going on for a long time. We've probably been talking about this before we even knew what Verzuz was. You know, we was out here already trying to say, yo, who would win between these two guys if they went back and forth, right? Been saying this for a minute. Joe Budden said it on the podcast. And he didn't just say he will win. He said he will end them. End them? Let me put a case on it. Woo, you gonna end them? End them? That's pretty major, homie. That's pretty major. Shout out to everybody in the chat here too. Let me give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat too. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Who's here early? Who's here early? My boy Taylor Bell. What up, Taylor?
What up?
He said Tupac. You think he can beat both of them? All right.
What up?
PGH Big Dog. That's Pittsburgh all day.
What up?
What's up, Bronze?
What up?
Try Burrow.
What up?
He said Joe Budden out his mind. Pull up. Let's talk about it, Try.
What up?
The link out there.
What up?
Kevin, what up?
What up?
It's my guy Kev. Man, Kev, where you been, man? How you been?
What up?
Good to see you. I know boxing in the building.
What up?
He said Pac ain't beating Nas or Biggie. Sorry, West Coast. Woo! Okay, put a case on it. Gotta put a case on it. We're gonna talk about it. I'm sure some of the West Coast people gonna pull up and they will disagree with you on that, but it's okay. It's all love. It's all love. We ain't here to agree. We're here to have a conversation. I know Boss, he said that's a big affirmative. Tupac passion on his songs will win the battle against both of them. Marq Nash. Peace, brother. Salute.
What up?
Peace to you. All right, salute to you.
What up?
I know boxing in the building. He said I'm from the East Coast. DC, but I acknowledge Pac is number one of all time.
What up?
We'll talk about it. My boy said I'm here for all the smoke. Click the link, try.
What up?
It's open.
What up?
Could talk about it. Shout out to my guy Reggie Owens.
What up?
What's good? He said, what a joke. He said, big for the win.
What up? What up, gangsta?
Salute. He said, salute to him. He said, what a joke. Peace to my boy Kev. He said, big for the win. All right. So look, I'll play the audio of how we got here. Still haven't finished sharing out the link, but we'll keep the show moving. And how we got here too, I had a survey in my community tab asking you guys which topic did y'all want to talk about tonight. Did y'all want to talk some boxing? Want to get into this game night? We had a relationship topic about passport men. But we'll get to some of those topics still this week. I think that's something I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna try to plan out the week on the topics, and based on what you guys select in the community tab, that'll be the order that we do those topics the week. Just trying different things. You know, we always trying to reinvent ourselves over here and trying different things. All right, so let's play this audio. This from the Joe Budden podcast. Tupac will end Nas. Let's hear it.
Pac might beat on Nas' ass in the verse. It's no
He
Mike.
beats Nas.
It's no Mike in it.
He beats Nas. And Nas is one of my favorite rappers.
Dog walks him. Dog walk. Dog walk.
Dog walk.
Pac might beat on Nas' ass in the verse. It's no
He
Mike.
beats Nas.
It's no Mike in it.
He beats Nas. And Nas is one of my favorite rappers.
Dog walks him. Dog walk. Dog walk. Come here. Get over here. Down, boy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
How Martin do it?
You had to do all that, Ice Man. You had to do all that.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
He got a lot of hits, though. It's
What you
probably
think?
that's the difference.
Y'all know, and that's coming from me.
Anytime I don't want to answer, they're gonna say I'm hating on Nas.
Yeah.
Like they
Nas
swear.
like 1B with Ghostface, but Pac has too many hits. And the verses,
We talking about hits.
The big ones.
he's got
1A for me.
Pac is 1A.
I'm not a Pac fan. We talking about hits.
He got a lot
Against-
of hits.
Against Nas?
Hold on, homie. Let me put a hold on, homie. Well, how you not a Pac fan though at all? Like I I'm not of the belief he's the greatest ever all time to ever touch a microphone. That's not me. I'm sorry. I think Tupac is phenomenal. I think he's dope. I think he can rap his ass off. I think he's super talented. Had a lot of passion, a lot of delivery. But to just make it seem like nobody can rap beside the man, and that's crazy. But also to hear the guy saying, I'm not a Pac fan. Like, come on, bro. The dude, his name is his name. All right, now the kid is talented. We got to give it a pop. Put a case on you now. All right, let's continue.
And that's coming from me.
Anytime I don't want to answer, they're gonna say I'm hating on Nas.
Yeah.
Like they
Nas
swear.
like 1B with Ghostface, but Pac has too many hits. And the verses,
We talking about hits.
The big ones.
he's got
1A for me.
Okay.
Pac is one that.
I'm not a Pac fan. We talking about hits
He got a lot of
Against-
hits.
against Nas. I know, boy.
Nas ain't got 20 hits. Does Nas got 20 hits? Does he got 20 hits for a versus against a powerhouse like Pac? Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Let's continue.
I'm saying his. I don't know if he want to play that album cut game. He could put Pac.
I ain't gonna.
Now he might be right. Now Joe might be on to something right there. Nas, Pac got some crazy album cuts, but Nas does too. Nas joints like that. I Gave You Power. Pac did Me and My Girlfriend after that though. You get what I'm saying? Put a case on it. I Gave You Power came out before Me and My Girlfriend, so we'll talk about it though. California Love is crazy. No, that was a main track. What was one of shit that In the Life We Live? Man, Pac got some crazy album cuts, man. My Ambitions as a Rider was not a single, but people know it. They know that joint.
A lot. Well, see, that's where you lose me.
Nah.
Dog, Pac had some diverse albums, yo.
You lose me on the
some
album cut.
shit for the
And I don't-
girls, some shit for the niggas, some shit for the street niggas, some shit for some
Pac is
conscious
getting
niggas.
this off from 4 albums.
Like, yo,
Nah, he got more than 4 albums.
No,
No,
what he's
I'm
saying
saying-
is, I only need them 4.
If you
okay,
give
stop right
Pac
there.
belt-
Pac only need in the chat real quick while we doing this. Give me your top 4 Nas albums or your top 4 Pac albums. Give me what's the top 4? Because he's saying Nas would be he said Pac could beat Nas with 4 albums. Of course, one of those is the double album, All Eyes on Me. Do y'all agree or disagree? He only need 4 albums. I Get Around was a single though, Emmett. And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna read all of these joints. I gotta see all of these. I gotta see it. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make sure I'm reading all of these. Let's continue with the audio. We're gonna continue with this. Let's go. And then we're gonna react. You can join the panel now, but I'm gonna open the phone line after we finish the video. It's about 2 minutes left of this. Let's get it.
Them 4 albums,
Gotcha.
which would be 5 because
Yeah,
that's a double album.
yeah.
But yeah,
Mob City.
Mob
This is
City.
the greatest hits disc 1.
I love Nas.
I'ma keep it a buck.
all right. Now that y'all have progressed the conversation, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna put my shoes on while I say it. I'm gonna say it. I am.
He about
Say
to
the
say some
shit.
wild shit.
Say the shit.
I think I
I'm
know
gonna
what
I'm
it
putting my shoes on because
Say
y'all
it.
are right. I think Pac would end Nas in the verses.
End him.
is. I also think Pac.
He said end him. Now, there's one thing that's like, because when I say you ending somebody, that's like what the Lots did to Dipset, what Mario did or Marion. I mean, you barely went in a round, homie, if any. That's what I mean when I say end somebody. It's like a one-way ass whipping. It's like poking the body with a stick. It's like the crowd chanting, leave him alone, leave him alone. That's what I think when you say you ending somebody. Pac gonna do that to not? I don't think so, homie. I'm sorry.
Put in big in a verses.
And would be
Bad.
a rough night for Jay.
Bad.
Whoa, whoa.
Him and Jay.
He said he would end big. So first it went from Nas, then he said he gonna end big. Respectfully, like he didn't end big when Big was alive. And he was dissing him. Made open direct diss records at the guy. He didn't end Biggie when he was alive going at him. I'm sorry, I disagree, yo. I disagree. Respect Joe Budden's pen. I respect his experience in the business. And I respect these gentlemen on this podcast for just putting your thoughts and opinions out there, because a lot of times it takes a lot of courage to put your thoughts out there, especially a statement as polarizing as this, right? But then they said it's going to be a tough night for Hov. For Hov, Jay-Z. All right, we got to talk about it.
And I also think Pac
Put in big in a verses.
and would be
Bad.
a rough night for Jay.
Bad.
It'll be him and Jay beat him, but he'll dance.
Hov got too many features and he lived too long.
He
But
would dance.
Big,
He said he got too many features and he lived too long. Yeah, Jay got some shit going through multiple eras, yo. I don't know. I don't think he gonna end Jay-Z, yo. We gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I don't think he's gonna end Jay-Z neither, though. My man cleaned it up at the end. He said Jay will win, but it'll be a dance. It's gonna be tough all night. All right, we'll see.
Beat him, but he'll dance.
Hov got too many features. He ain't lived too long.
He
But
would dance.
Big died too soon to play with Pac. I think. I just think he died too soon.
I just don't think he got 20 bangers that could really go.
Oh,
Listen,
Biggie ain't got 20 bangers. Big man, you can do a Biggie set right now. Biggie ain't got 20 bangers. Y'all agree in the chat? Biggie ain't got 20 bangers. Let's talk about it.
when I said I didn't get my sentence out, I don't think he has 20 bangers that could go up against Pac because you only basically play his 2 albums.
which is 3, and it's not
enough.
enough.
It's enough.
It's 2 albums. He got shit on the No Way Out. The joint off No Way Out is the Victory. Victory is on No Way Out, right? The No Way Out album, he had the Young G's. He got some joints. He got the you want to go into the chick bag, you can play his verse from Total, off the Total joint. You can play the verse off the Mary J. You can play the joint he got with 112. Yo, they was using Big to break new artists on Bad Boy. I'm sorry, man. I think he got 20 bangers outside of his album too. Like, I get it, the feature bag, but man, that joint he got with 112, that's a banger, bro. They still play that. He broke 112 with that. The joint, give me all the chicken heads from Pasadena to my. Come on, man. What y'all talking about? In the commission, you ask for permission to hit him. You don't like me, hit him while wifey is with him. Come on, bro. Like that Victory verse, psh, fire. That Victory beat, still fire. I think Big can win a round with that. We'll talk about it.
That's not enough.
And features.
Not
and
Pac. Yeah, come on, man.
It's not enough.
Oh my God.
It's not enough from the 3. Ready to Die and Life After Death is not enough to get
Pac out of here.
and Pac get them same 4 albums I'm talking about. I just don't know. I won't disrespect Big like that. Rest in peace to Pac and Big. But the more I think about it,
Pac getting a lot of people out of here. No
Pac
question.
ain't no
I'm
easy
with you on
win,
that.
yo.
We might have to like name them records.
There you
for
go.
Pac,
For Pac?
There you go.
I'm just saying. I could
We
come
gonna
up
do
with 20 big. That
We're gonna do it.
They
I
ain't
got the
gonna hit all
list.
of them.
let me hear your 20 Big.
They're
I
not
don't
gonna
even need to hear all the 20. Just let me see where you go.
No, we ain't got to do all of that. I got a list right here. You know, they done made a couple lists on the internet when we first started doing this versus shit. You know, people's already talking about it. We're gonna compare some of these songs because it might be hard to think of 20 songs off the top of the head, but we'll play around with the list. What song would win what round? So yeah, we're gonna have fun with this one tonight. Came prepared tonight, man. I came prepared. Let's go.
Yo, Alex, pull up, Ready to Die.
Juicy, Big Papa, Hypnotized, One More Chance, Get Money, Warning, Who Shot You,
Oh, let's go,
Crack
Ice.
Commandments.
Bangers.
And the Blizzard, yeah.
What is wrong with this? Unbelievable.
What you mean? What's wrong with this nigga? 10 Crack Commandments is fire. What are they talking about? 10 Crack Commandments is fire. Hello? What is he talking about? He sounded like he was offended that Buddy said 10 Crack Commandments. Like, what? You ain't gonna win no round against Tupac with that. Yeah, you can. Because what we learned about verses too is not if you got more hits or if you got, it's about that energy. Performance counts too. I think that's why Pac might edge this shit. Cause Pac's energy on stage and how clear his voice would still be. That shit is kind of unrivaled. It's kind of unrivaled, but we're gonna talk about it. Let me keep going. Let's play some more of this audio.
That's it.
Notorious Thugs.
Come on. I think can we all agree Pac, as good as Pac's song is with Bone, can we agree that Biggie got the best Bone feature? Does Biggie got the best Bone feature or not? Put a case on me if I'm lying. Tell me in the chat. Put a case on me. It's Bone and Biggie. It's Bone and Biggie. Nigga, what? That shit is better, dog. Now Busy Bone left Earth. Busy Bone left Earth on that joint they got with Pac. But other than that, I'm just saying, other than that, I got to keep it real. It's going down like this. Come on, breaking beats, neighborhood. Y'all know I ain't lying to you. Now I know some people get mad in the chat already. Gonna click thumbs down on the video and probably telling me
Silence.
I know, and there's some of y'all out there that's probably saying, you know what, Marq Nash?
I want to hear that.
But we gonna talk about it. Let's continue.
Nasty girl.
Yeah.
This is one nasty girl I wouldn't put in that
Yeah.
list, but no. I love Dell. You can put up there, but that's maybe banned. I don't, you know.
Oh yeah.
What?
No, he said I love the dog. Like, yeah, maybe. Sky's the limit.
Yeah. That's playing.
Shit, ain't no
That's
business.
playing.
Issue out your goddamn
And that's
mind.
the point.
Not a point. Not a point.
What Pac record beats it? Let me hear from you.
Pop John B.
Oh, that Pac John
We
B.
get in the pod.
Woo!
Yeah. You got your shoes on, right?
All right. Now that Pac John B, are you still down? That shit is fire. That shit is fire. I can't deny it. Yo, Pac was just, he was on another level, homie. I'm just saying, that kid was a workaholic, man. Salute to that brother. Sorry, wrong button. I put a case on Pac. My bad. There we go. That's what we're trying to do. Salute to this brother, Pac. Workaholic, workhorse in that studio. All right, we're gonna talk about it. Let me see. Play this last 10 seconds and we're gonna break this down.
New Joe Budden.
Hold on, what was the last thing he said? It made him walk out.
Nah, we get in the pod. Yeah. You got your shoes on, right?
Oh boy just walked off. What did he say that make him walk off? Hold up.
What Pac record beats it? Let me hear from you.
Pop John B.
I'm sorry. That's why they said he walked off. Okay, so he said that Pac John B ain't fucking with I love the dough. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. That's it on that. Let me move forward. I'm gonna read some of the comments in the chat. I'm gonna read a couple comments in the chat. We're gonna talk about it. Definitely gonna talk about it. Let me see what they're saying out here. Boom. All right, let me see where they at. Damn, I don't missed a lot. All right, cool. He said neighborhood. He said Tupac the greatest all ever. E40 voice. All right. Let me see. Let me change it right up. There we go. He said, I don't know. Tupac beats Nas. He said, I don't know if Tupac beats Nas, but I feel he beats Big due to the strength of Tupac's catalog compared to Biggie. It's possible. It's possible. We can put a case on it. It's a conversation. I don't think there's no right or wrong, but we damn sure can talk about it. Red said, Pac will win, but Joe is a clown for acting like Biggie and Nas are trash by saying that. I don't think he said they was trash though. I just think they said Pac's catalog is just too big and he got too many bangers, yo. But even when people say you got too many bangers, I'm like, you only get to play 20. You don't play 45 because you got 45 bangers. You play 20, he played 20. That's just how it goes. You feel me? You can't just say, yo, I got about 50 more records. Nah, you got 20. Make them count. He said Nas got well over 20 hits. I agree. Nas' career is like 30 years long, ain't it? How long Nas been in this hip hop shit? About 25, 30 years, right? Then when they said you're gonna beat Hove, I'm like, damn. Gotta put cases on all y'all niggas. What's up, Emmett? Emmett said, I Get Around. I Get Around is a banger, yo. I Get Around. He said, Biggie left us 2 classic albums and would still defeat half the game right now. I agree. Make sure I got this phone line open too. Plug this phone line up. We'll take some calls. We'll definitely take some calls and chop it up with y'all on this topic. Should be interesting. All right. Boom. Got it set up. You put the number on the screen. If you want to call in or join the panel, more than love to chop it up with you, and we can talk about it. I'm gonna put this other list on the screen as well. All right, so cool. Let me scroll it at the bottom. Where was I at? What's up, Reg? How you feel, bro? Salute.
Man, I'm good, bro. Man, I think they tripping with some of the way in which they talking about this topic, as if Pac would just dominate them. Like, and it's like sometimes it's a thing where you prefer Pac some days. I find myself like that. I'll say for myself. I grew up on Pac, and really because of, you know, that East Coast, West Coast thing, so we really didn't accept Big like that. But breaking out of that ignorance, like I say, Nas is like my second favorite rapper of all time. And some days I may feel Biggie music more than I feel Pac that may have hit like last week. May have been just off the chart. I may not be feeling it in this week. And then Big be with some his albums that just off the wall. Same thing with Nas albums. And I think Nas definitely has 20 hits he can put up on the Verzuz.
What did they say that you thought was so wrong though?
I'm just going off of them asking if Nas had 20 albums, talking about Big not having enough work. Like, that's not true, because even sometimes you can do features you've been on. Right. And Biggie's killed a lot of features.
That's what they said. Big didn't have a lot of features. And I was like, I'm thinking back. I remember the R&B joints. I remember he broke 112, he broke Total, but the more I think about it, I'm trying to count all these Biggie features. Where are all of them?
A lot of G Mafia shit.
Okay, yeah, Get Money. Right, okay. Then he featured on Puff's album on the No Way Out. He was all over that. Shit, even on the Biggie duets, it was some hard shit up there. Was that the duets? Was that the one? No, Born Again. It was called Born Again. He had the what was the shit on Born Again? That shit with Eminem. I like Big and Eminem's verse. Eminem left Earth on that. I know Brandon ain't gonna like that, but because he's white. But what's good, Brandon Washington? How you feel? What's the deal, homie? Welcome home.
Salute. What up, Reg? What up to everybody?
What's up, Brandon?
Hey, they missed the space launch. I was watching this morning, Reg. They scrubbed.
They're gonna do it Friday.
Yeah. But outside of that, you know me, Marq. I'm biased about everything. Nas can do no wrong in my eyes. So I mean, I'm just a Nas fanatic. So I think Nas will win this. But personally, hit for hit, if you listening to it and seeing somebody perform it, I think that because Pac has the more memorable hits, that people will gravitate to Pac. But if you're talking about like on some diehard just rap shit, just rapping, like if they was on the stage like Jadakiss stage, I think, and it was presented like hip hop, I think Nas will win that just based on the way it's presented. I think Jay-Z will be pulling up the rear every time.
You said Jay-Z will be pulling up the rear. Like you said he couldn't. You don't think Jay-Z could compete with Big, Pac, or Nas in the Verzuz?
Personally,
take your bias out of it. Just like
if you take my bias out of it, of course Jay-Z can compete. Jay-Z's one of the he's one of the top artists of damn near all time as far as in hip hop, so he can compete. But I think when you present it on stage, it's just gonna look different. It just depends on the setting in the arena. If we're talking about a huge arena, then Jay-Z's music is gonna amplify different. But if we talking about something like the House of Blues, he getting smoked.
He said Pac got one. He said Joe got one hit song. He can't talk about shit he don't know. We talk about hip hop all the time, and none of us got no hit records. I mean,
not one.
You don't have to have a hit record to know what you like, right? Or to have an opinion.
You just gotta have an ear.
Yeah, you gotta have an ear. Gotta have an opinion, right? To have it. So I don't think he has to have. But shit, how many people go their whole career and don't have one hit record and then they on the shelf? We never hear from them again. Watch some of these documentaries. These unsung motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Illuminati set me up. They killed my career.
Yeah, or like Vita. Vita was talking about Ashanti was the reason why she didn't pop. Charlie Baltimore, Black Child, Cadillac. They blamed Ashanti and Irv, but shit, it is what it is, right? All right, so I got this list on the screen right here. This is how they got this list set up. California Love. On the left, what song do you see on the right side that's Biggie's that could beat California Love, if any? They got it beside going back to Cali. Oh, don't everybody speak at one time. Nothing. Ain't nothing fucking with it. Y'all still reading it?
Going back to Cali hard, it just can't. I mean, man, California love is the staple, man. I mean, as soon as I got to California, that was the first thing I did.
Oh yeah. But you know what? But what I like living down. I like living down in LA is better. I think living down in LA is written like a love letter to the city.
R&B, yep, beautiful song. Nah, Big presented against Pac. This ain't a good matchup.
Say that again.
I said Big against Pac. I mean, it just ain't a good matchup. I think Big don't have the catalog, the longevity. This only 2 albums worth for Big. This is what, 4 for Pac, 5 for Pac. Yeah, this is 4 albums. You gotta keep your head up. Yeah, this 4 albums worth of material. Big only got 2, man. This ain't fair. This 4 to 5 albums worth of material.
But I don't think the number of albums matter. I think the level matters. Because that first Big album is full of damn hits. He can run and live off of that shit alone.
That Big album, the first Big album is a recycle of Tupac's Me Against the World.
Regardless, still classical as fuck with bangers that still will compete. Will matter of fact, not even compete, will outdo anything lyrically that's put out. Like the storytelling, everything is massive. That's why it's a timeless album. Like everything on there is classic.
I don't think it's like Me Against the World. Me Against the World is it's very introspective at times. That first Big album, Ready to Die, is like some gutter shit. It had songs like Suicidal Thoughts, Warning, Give Me the Loot. It was no thought provoking, like, well, I ain't gonna say thought provoking, but because I mean to say more introspective and reflective type joints up there. I don't hear that, Brandon. You said
Me Against the World is dark. Me Against the World is dark as hell. Tupac is really in a dark space on there, and it just sounds like, to me, if you listen to Ready to Die, it just sounds like Me Against the World, like Pac say, New York ties. To me,
nah, he ain't got nothing up there like So Many Tears. There's nothing on that sounds like So Many Tears on there. There's nothing on this album that sounds like Dear Mama. Nothing.
Juicy is supposed to be one of them verses. Is supposed to be like an ode to Big's mama. That's close as you get to it. But Big ain't Pac, so that's why. But I just think this list is crazy. Whoever put this list together did a good job.
Nah, I don't know. They left some joints off though. They left off the features. They left off Victory. Where's Victory at up here? Big record for Biggie.
I was gonna say California Love ain't really like a banger like that. I think it's just it's like playing homage to like California, the acceptance of California, his heritage and love for California.
No, I'm living down in LA, Reggie. California knows how to party. That shit is a banger.
Hell,
fucking everybody to the wild west.
Reg, that's a banger for everybody but y'all.
With that
rock, a banger, Reg.
You talking about that? And the like what's that little movie?
Like that Max Payne movie.
Max Payne. That shit. Y'all liked that shit?
Hell
yes, Reg. Yes.
For real?
That nigga Pac came in, fresh out of jail, out on a bail, California dream. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing screaming for money and alcohol and for West Side players. Bro, he went crazy on this shit.
Cause it's 2 versions. I like that other version, but that other one get more play. That Max Payne shit you was talking about, that shit was whack as fuck to me.
Oh no. With the shake it, baby.
Yeah, with Roger
Troutman on the end of it. Nah, Reg. Nah.
California. No, son. Oh my God, that shit was so hard. Yo, Reggie, you from Cali? Y'all won't fucking with that, or was it just you?
It was probably just me. I didn't like, especially that one with the Max Payne video, the one where they got that beat. I didn't like that shit.
My boy said, Lord knows, one of my favorite joints off of Me Against the World. Jashawn said it's not a banger. California Love is not a banger. Then Man, that shit is a banger. Didn't Drake perform that shit at the Super Bowl?
Of course, it's a staple.
I think that's just more crossover than anything.
Somebody said, a couple people said Lord knows his Pac's joint up there. But like I said, ain't nothing on Ready to Die that sounds like that.
Suicidal Thoughts.
Suicidal Thoughts is like what? When I die, fucking, I want to go to hell. I'm a piece of shit. Ain't hard
to fucking tell. Yeah.
No, don't want to go to heaven with all the goodies dressed in all white. I like black Timbs and black hoodies. Man, that shit was dope. God'll probably have me on some real strict shit. No sleeping all
day. No getting my dick licked.
Like, bro, that shit was unheard of at the time. It's so blasphemous that you like, I can't play this shit around my mama. She gonna throw the whole radio out the house. And me with it. I can't play this around.
Yeah, my daddy, I used to come home from school and play that every day. My daddy finally knocked on the door and said, "Hey man,
you need to talk."
Yeah, he was like, "Hey man, you all right?" He's like, "Man, you keep coming home playing this damn Suicidal song every day." I kept playing that over and over, and he kept hearing Everyday Struggle. He just kept hearing that. If I hear Everyday Struggle right now, Everyday Struggle almost makes me cry because I know what that feels like. Came back till I clock about 9 on the check cashing line. I had the first and the third. Oh yeah, that's my joint. That was my hustling joint right there. That's what got me hyped, got me in my mood. When I got ready to break that blade out, you put on that Everyday Struggle. All right, two four.
Okay. My boy Try said nobody likes Tupacalypse. Did y'all fuck with Tupacalypse now?
That was gangster. Tupac, remember Dan Quayle? Remember, oh boy, he killed all them people listening to Tupac Soldier Story. Remember Dan Quayle came out, it was like,
that.
Huh?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the vice president came out and denounced Tupac music. He said this music is Tupacless now. He was like, our children don't need to be listening to this. And a dude had killed 2 people listening to Tupac. All I want to be was a soldier. Yeah, that was a big controversy.
I see what y'all saying in the chat. I see a lot of people in the chat saying Big L already rapped with him and embodied both of them when he rapped with him. Respectfully, of course. Poor choice of words. He had the better verse. God bless the dead, by the way. God bless the dead. Biggs, more money, more problems. What about it though? Y'all just typing songs in there. I don't even know what y'all mean. I don't have the context to it. He said Pac can't hang with no Nas and Big. What y'all think of that, my boy Drury Jones?
Think the music was so high caliber then that I didn't even know that they was competing with each other on records, but they was competing with each other. So when I'm in the vehicle and I want my son to hear something, I'm gonna play some Pac. I'm gonna play some Keep Your Head Up. I could play Nas. I got a whole play. I play Nas. I know I can. My son, that song I can. My daughter can recite those lyrics because I played it when she was little. Those type of song impactful. Keep Your Head Up. Brenda's Got a Baby. Songs that uplift our people. Those are songs I gravitate to, and those are songs that Pac is just he transcends, man. His music transcends.
Go ahead, Rez, jump in here.
Yeah, no, see these are two. All 3 of them are prolific artists, and I can't. That's why I don't like that Joe made a statement like that. Even that Tupac's Now album that you're talking about, let me start with that, was a hard thug ass album. And I think visually it scared a lot with white Americans, and especially with a lot of that early 90s style and sound of music, and especially Pac pushing a lot of revolutionary shit. And imagine how Pac threw these dudes off coming out from that digital underground shit. And then now he comes out here with real thug life revolutionary sound of music. That shit was like a hard ass album, and they can see, you can see Pac immediate rise from that album and shit. So I thought it was a hard album, but I don't think it's an album that can compete with. It ain't an album. It's a hard album, but it's hard when you're dealing with this level artists. Like they say with boxing, there's levels to this shit. So he'll have to come with something from Me Against the World and forward to even compete with a Nas and Big. I think Nas from Illmatic on it is a prolific dude. Like his albums to me, Nas albums to me are hard. And like Brendan said, it's shit that you can listen to from where it's family oriented music. Your kids can listen to it. Nas is a thought-provoking type dude. You may not be able to listen to Uchi Wally, but most of Nas shit you can listen to, and it's hard. He ain't have to be on
that Pac shit. You can't play around your grandmama, man.
What's that?
Some of that Pac shit I couldn't play around Merle.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's the separation between with Nas and the Pac and Big is that Nas had music you can play around them. You can play in the events. You ain't gotta have censored type albums, and I think Nas is mindful of that, and still to be able to be just dope and his ability to just speak without being too what is that? Too whatever the word is, where you have a certain language that ain't cool to play around our audience. Like Nas,
vulgar, too vulgar.
Yeah,
and
vulgar
language.
Graphic imagery and that shit too.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you say to the people say Pac, like my boy Try from Brooklyn all day? He said Pac ain't as lyrically gifted as no Nas or Biggie.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And that's why we have Pac in these discussions, because they the top dudes out here.
Hey, Mark.
Go for it.
I don't mean to destroy the wisdom real quick, but did you see Joe Budden destroy Adam 22 today?
Yeah.
But
I don't miss a lot.
I see. Back to
what's wrong with Adam 22 though?
We'll get into it.
Yeah. It's worth it, Reg. It's worth it.
Go ahead. Go for it. Tell him.
Basically, Joe Budden called out Adam 22 for basically being a culture vulture. He used Kevin Samuels' death, and he started Joe Budden and his crew pointed out that he was titling his shit like clickbait and saying that you exploit young black men's trauma who don't know any better. It was good, man, Joe. But Joe Budden was right. But Adam 22 don't care like that. He don't care because we not his people. So he just looking at us as content, you know. Which
I think Negroes go over the board when they see these white guys blow up on this fucking internet shit. If anything, I can say I agree with Vlad doing police-esque ass shit with some of these questions, but it ain't to say they culture vulture. These stupid ass Negroes go on their platforms. I think they run good damn shows. But it's crazy how it becomes common language for black folks to call these niggas culture vultures. I don't rock with that shit.
All right, well, the way he broke it down, I'll play it. I guess it was the Kevin Samuels interview. It was like, y'all already did it. It was like when the guy dies, and then you put up all the clips of the interview after he dies, which is, Adam is not the only one who do that. I remember I used to know when somebody, as a kid growing up, I knew when somebody died because they'll just be playing your videos all day, or they'll just be playing, or it was like you'll just hear the radio playing your music. I'll be like, damn, what happened to such and such? I'm like, damn, Big L, Easy E, you just pick them. Anybody, Aaliyah. And when you pass away, they play your records all day. But that's just, someone call that just good business. Like, it's trending. That was trending before we knew what trending was. But he does have a point, though. He does have a point. I'll play a little clip of it, though.
But this the other thing. Kevin Samuels blew up on one of these white dudes' platform. I don't know if it was Vlad or his.
What you mean?
He did an interview on one of their shows because I guess the show was starting to like kind of boost up there off of one video where he was going off on a girl.
Yeah, he
got exposure.
He was already popping though.
But he got exposure on one of the white cats' platform. May have been Vlad, and even
on Adam 22. I know he was on Adam's show.
Oh, maybe it was Adam 22, but one of their shows is subscription boost. A lot of people go on these white platforms to boost themselves. Who was it? It was the other little UK white dude that was out of they do hip hop shows. I don't see him no more. That people were going over there to blow up for some reason.
Westwood.
That's
you
him.
know why he ain't around no more?
Why?
Because he got in a little Me Too trouble.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, they put a case on Adam 22, bro.
Oh, you mean Tim
Let me do it
Westwood?
right. Let me do it right. Tim Westwood, yeah. Let me do the drop. Yeah, they say he was out there with those young ladies, very young, aspiring MC. Yeah, some people put a case on him.
Lady Chann been up there with Tim Westwood.
That was weird.
Yeah, that's funny. I was listening to her freestyles.
That was kind of a weird correlation right there. Yeah, she did. I gotta ask Lady Chann about it. Where she stand on the Tim Westwood shit?
Aha.
I don't think she was no young girl though. I think she was a grown woman when she was up there. But I asked her though, shit. I asked her like, yo, did you see some funny business up there? Was he trying to smash?
Man, that's crazy to bring her up. I'm
nigga like, yeah, shit. Go try to smash. Shit, you got to. No, I'm joking.
Hey, I've been listening to her freestyles today. I didn't even know she did a freestyle about Wilder and shit.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, when he lost the Fury and shit. Yeah, I was listening to a lot of her shit. Huh?
She did a whole song about it?
Yeah, it was like from a year ago. A lot of her shit just been popping up. I was up there listening to that shit at work today.
Red said he don't want no smoke. I'm here for it though. No, it ain't even about smoke. It's a conversation, man. Reg know it's all love. It's a different, not you, Reggie. Talking about Reg, he does the reviews. Carolina brother, he cool. Nah, it's all good.
I think after 22, I think Joe Budden needed to put him in his place. Even if Joe Budden wasn't all the way correct, I think it made Adam to see how we view you. Like, we watching you. We see the way you title your videos. We see the way you got these youngsters up here spilling their guts who don't know any better. And you, as a middle-aged white man, Joe Budden broke that down. He said, why come you and your wife, your girlfriend who do porn, why come y'all didn't take that deal? Oh, because we had a better deal. Basically, so you didn't want to exploit yourself.
Hold on. Didn't take what deal?
Basically, somebody offered them a deal for their porn, for their content. Adam 22 and his wife. Adam 22 said no. Joe Budden said, why didn't you take that deal? He said, because we figured we could do it ourselves, and basically we wasn't gonna let nobody exploit us. So what that means, but you have ignorant people like us, like our people coming out of the struggle, and they said you highlight this shit. Joe Budden talked about one of the rappers that he brought on his show, that Adam 22 had on his show. He said, you highlighted the dumb shit. We didn't ask him about that. We wanted to know about the music. You want to know about the beef so you can get clicks, so you can make money. You know why you do that? Because they don't come from if these was your nephews and your cousins and you see this shit go on in the street in real life, you wouldn't be so quick to highlight this. But because it's just content for you, everybody want to see it. Yeah, everybody want to see filth, and you help promote the filth in the worst side of our community. And they pulled up the BMX bikers that he used to have on his show. They said, look at this shit. You not asking them questions about BMX people beefing. You not doing this. You not doing this because you care about that. And them people are like you. So you gonna curate it more. But because you have no connection to our community, you don't give a fuck about it. And that's exactly correct. And that's called exploitation.
Man, that shit ain't that in depth with that dude, man. Niggas love to do that shit when they, like I say, when Negroes see.
What's the difference between him and DJ Academics? DJ Academics is black.
Exactly, bro.
DJ Academics gets threatened. DJ Academics is not welcome in certain part of hip hop, so he's caught the same heat. So stop it. Wait a minute. Y'all said Academic. Let me.
See, God didn't even want you to say that. Go ahead, Reg. He clipped right off.
Yeah, like you can't play the black and white thing when it's a white guy blowing up off the type of content he's doing. And I don't think he does it from. And then you look at the show when he does these live shows. Then everybody on that show is black. It just so happens that the drama-filled shit is what's associated with this era of hip hop. And it's just so happened that these dudes feel more comfortable going on this white show to do these interviews and speak on the type of activity they're involved in. I don't think that dude's coming from
why?
What you mean why? It's because it's what sells. These platforms are about units. You move units, you deliver people what they want. You can't get on here and do shit that I do, read books and talk about the moon and shit. That ain't shit that move units. If you're on here,
why come DJ? Why come academic?
No, y'all play too much on the emotions of playing race about everything. I don't think that's the aspect of him doing that shit because he's white. There's black niggas on here who do worse shit on these platforms that drive up beef and street level issues on here. And is that some exploitation? No. But there's niggas profiting off of it with the drama created. The DP that fucking that Crip Mac got, that wasn't from the white person channel. That started from a black motherfuckers pulling that shit up to have that shit happen. A lot of this crazy shit you see on here.
You said that what? That what?
Where he got DP in his neighborhood over some shit that happened a long time ago when he lived in Texas.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that's what audiences are driven towards. That's what people are going to do, and I don't think he does it in a salacious way. I think he just pushes the stories that people want to see, and that's the way it is, bro.
Reg, he admitted that he does it.
Hold on, real quick. Somebody said Martinez versus Lady Chann. I love Lady Chann, respectfully. I love Megazar, respectfully. Oh yeah, I went there.
Talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
Shit, no damn 20s. Not on this shit, bro. Not hilarious. On this shit. Nah, it ain't no hilarious, nigga. I said it and I said it. Love them all, but I just think I'm special when it comes to
and you should.
I think the bars are different. The cadence, it's real clear, simple, easy to understand, but it get real complex. And I'll switch them gears on you. And I ain't got to speak another language like Megazar and Lady Chann. Yeah, I got beef. I got beef with Lady Chann. Send her the show. Send Megazar the show. Tell him I said I want all the smoke. Nobody fucking with me. You heard? No, I'm joking. I'm joking, but I'm serious.
But now, as far as people talking about academic has got pulled up on. Academic done been threatened. Academic has basically not only that, if academic felt the same way, he apologized basically for the content, Chicago content, and realized that he was exploiting it. And he should understand why people were on his head. Vic Mensa threatened him. A few people out of Chicago threatened him. So he has been pulled up on. Joe Budden used to get on his helmet. So he has been pulled up on. But now when it comes to Adam 22.
What happened to him though? Hold on. Ain't nothing happened to academics. Ain't nobody touched him.
Ain't nothing happened to Adam 22 either. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him. It's just him being
Vlad though. Then Rick Ross and them put hands and feet on Vlad and they had to pay him.
That was before Vlad got his money though.
Vlad got the money from Rick Ross. He got a no.
Before Vlad was a little bit light then. Ain't nobody touching Vlad now.
He got over $6 in settlement from Rick Ross. And he moved different now. He don't even put his face out there half the time.
No, he put his face out there more now.
He got his ass beat.
He got his hair put in, got some new teeth and shit. He balling.
Guaranteed? Okay, yeah, he probably
got reconstructive surgery. They fixed his nose.
Vlad got beat up. I never knew that shit.
Rick Ross did it.
Rick Ross homies did it. Rick Ross homies did it, not Rick Ross. Rick Ross homies.
It probably that crazy light skin motherfucker. What's the crazy fool used to be with him?
Gunplay.
Gunplay did it. That's my favorite.
Gunplay, he just talk, bro. I see Gunplay get slung around like a rag doll. I don't talk about it. Gunplay just talk, homie.
Well, shoot, shout out to my boy Deuce Times in the building. Deuce in the building. I didn't even get to introduce him, but fuck it. Let's go, Deuce.
West up. Hey, no. Hey, you guys can't blame Adam 22 about the images he put out. We portray those images, so we gotta live whatever consequences we do. You know what I mean?
Facts, cuzzo. Preach.
Hold up. Because black people are put in the worst situations, we've been exploited, we've been taken advantage of, and not only that, we've come up under the tutelage of one of the most evil people on the planet. So it's our fault that we've been exploited. We just got to deal with the bad. That's fucked up.
No, it is our fault, bro. Nobody's making them niggas act like that. Nobody, ain't no gun to nobody's head. And hey, you got to go over here and be a buffoon. You got to go over here and be the worst portrayal of black people you can. Nobody's making them do that. So it is your fault. At a point in time.
But DJ Vlad, And Adam 22, not in their community, highlight the Hell's Angels in the worst of their community and the bikers who kill each other.
They ain't highlighting Bloods and Crips neither, though, Brandon.
Yes, he does. That's all he shows. It's full of Bloods and Crips and hoopers.
No, he don't.
Adam 22, dude, not Vlad.
That's all he's talking about, gangbang. And I've seen dudes come up on Adam 22 showing gangbang against each other. I've seen them damn near get ready to fight. That's all I hear them talking about is gangs and gang politics.
Shit, I hear
LA, bro.
Too. I hear people talk about, like when I was 15, I got caught with a couple kilos. But last week, shit, man, I got plugged from my other plug. Like I inherited the corners. Next thing you know,
that's called minimization and being dismissive.
Man, stop that nerd shit, Brandon. That ain't what's going on. You pulling up revolutionary nerd bullshit to fucking to glaze over the real issue. These niggas is the problem. Them niggas ain't putting no gun in these niggas' heads. These niggas is full of shit. They've been accepted fucked up doctrine. They don't know history of shit, and they just running amok. Ain't nobody taught them shit. They run amok, fucking shit up. Vladtv ain't going on there or Adam 22 touching on hood politics. That nigga will get his head killed. That's why they tell the big fat. I hear them tell that fat black dude that's from Idaho all the time about shit he needs to watch because it can get him killed out there. California, LA really has a deep issue.
What
with
show
that
is he on, Red?
Hold on, slow down. What fat black dude from Idaho?
What's they call it? What's the name?
Flacco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody on there tell them like, bro, you gonna get killed out here. This is different. Like
gangbanging bullshit. Good. See, highlighting gangbanging bullshit again.
They not highlighting. They telling that dude to stay out of it, and he covers certain shit that can get him killed. It ain't Vladtv doing that shit. He brings. You have to be. This is what happened with a lot of rappers that get killed out there. You have to be, knowledgeable of street situations out there. LA's a real deeply. LA's white motherfucker get killed out there too. You see what's going on in Beverly Hills out there. LA's a very violent fucking place. Super fucking violent. Look on, watch the news. Them niggas in Beverly Hills killing shit. Them niggas on the Hollywood Walk of Fame killing shit. Robbing shit. Following niggas to mansions. Robbing shit. Like is deeply gutted. Regardless of palm trees, beaches and shit. LA is violent, bro. It ain't just the blacks neither.
Reg, I just want to say this. Okay, if we know that in Kentucky, that's the highest rate of welfare, I believe, in that state. I believe it has some of the highest poverty in that state, and these are mostly white people. But this is not highlighted. They not going there doing documentary and reality shows about them.
Bro, they are, bro. It's just not in your algorithm. It is. You know what I'm saying? It is, bro.
Hold on, you didn't let me finish. I would say they're not going to highlight.
It's not in your. It's not in your algorithm.
It's not pushed to the forefront, and it's not
in your timeline.
Go watch this Arizona show called Streets. I'm gonna pull up for you where they highlight all the little dope fiends out there.
Adam 22 is Adam 22 and DJ Vladtv people, bro. They not.
That's not his niche.
That's not on. That's not on your. That's not on your algorithm, bro. You know, YouTube push an algorithm towards you.
Follow what I'm saying.
You know that, right? No, YouTube pushes an algorithm towards you. The videos that you watch, the type of content you watch. You ever seen some shit you never subscribed to? That's all up in your timeline. They're like, who is this dude? But he's about topics that you watch. YouTube push that shit to you, bro.
I agree.
So don't. But they do have the little trailer trash shit, the little tweaker shit. They have all that shit, homie.
Okay, they do.
It's not on your algorithm.
I believe that 100%. But what I'm asking if Adam 22 and DJ Vlad can highlight the worst of our community, they can bring Chicago on and highlight. He got an interview series going on with 600 Breezy right now. Now, so we know what these people involved in, and we see the politics of this. Now, why come they not balancing the scales and showing the worst part of their people? Why come we only see the worst part of our people?
Because their target audience isn't their people. Their target audience is our people. I'm telling you, bro. If you go on the other side, but if you go on the other side of it, You go on the other side of it, bro, and you look for all that other shit, you will see it's a prison genre on YouTube, it's a pimp genre on YouTube, it's a trash digging genre on YouTube.
You gotta look
it's
for
a
it.
nail. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You don't watch none of those videos, so that stuff not promoted to you. You know what I mean? DJ Vlad and Adam 22 was all in with Google, bro. They're all up in there. That shit's promoted on the top level.
That's right. Talking dudes, come on. That's right.
I'm saying though,
it's pushed to the forefront. That's the point that I'm making. If Google
in our sector,
that's right. It is. That smut and trash is promoted to us, the worst part, and we see the worst part of ourselves because that's what Google and them want us to see. That's a fact, dude. I agree.
But also, bro, in the other sector of YouTube, they're pushing the other side to them too. They pushing that homeless shit. They pushing that trucker shit. They pushing that flea market buying shit. They pushing that shit to them, bro, but that shit not in your algorithm. They probably know you don't want to see no white faces on TV, so.
But Brandon pulls the heartstring of wanting everything to be racist, and that's why black folks keep fucking up because he's powerful white folks. You go on this channel called fucking Tales from the Streets, and you will see nothing but white folks fucked up, living homeless on blues and reds, whatever the fuck that is. I know it's some drugs, and you will see that. These are nothing but white folks on there. You'll go in there and fucking look at what's that motherfucker who got another show, Soft White Underbelly, and you'll see nothing but the most illest shit of white people, incest family, fucking pedophiles.
I'm glad in Adam 22. I want to see them highlight that.
Brandon, you caught up on fucking dumb shit. You fucking terrified of white folks. This ain't they niche. They niche is fucking hip hop, bro. Like, y'all push this, you know, it's my birthday. The sky is falling. Y'all cry wolf about the wrong shit.
It's my birthday.
No, weak shit with white folks, man. Y'all niggas make black people look weak as fuck. That shit ain't racism all the fucking time because some white dude fucking getting major numbers off of that shit.
Damn, Reggie, you hurt my feelings. It's my birthday. You talking about?
Bro, I just gotta keep it real with you because I love you, so I'm gonna tell the damn real like I expect you to tell me.
What can I get a happy birthday from you then, brother?
Oh, happy birthday! I told you that yesterday. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, but as far as here's the thing, Adam 22 had to admit that he titles things and sensationalizes because he knows it's gonna get clicked, which in turn means that he's gonna make more money. So he decided that when Kevin Samuels died, that he would title his titles in fucked up ways where people who will be looking for information on Kevin Samuels because he died, they're gonna run across his shit and he gonna make money. That's exploitive. Yes, it is in this society called capitalism, but capitalism can be what I always say, it's exploitive. It exploits the worst.
You know who exploited Kevin Samuels? Is all these other Negroes that have immediately started shows wearing suits, certain shit flipping around in their background, the soft music, trying to do shows like Kevin Samuels. That's who has exploited that nigga.
So the behavior
and all the black women that hated his ass too. That's who exploited him. They had a damn holiday when he died.
Like the millions who called into his show every day, he couldn't even get to them all. His show be backlogged. So yes, once again, white people will exploit, they will push the bullshit to the forefront. They didn't show that Kevin Samuels had millions and millions of women calling him every week. So which one is it? Either they hated him or they loved him. From my perspective, I saw love. But when he died, the hate was promoted. That's what they do. That's the point that I'm making. Exploitive culture.
Sir. I'm looking at I'm looking at the No Jumper clips right here with Kevin Samuels. I don't see these things titled in an egregious way, almost like where if Kevin was still alive, they wouldn't do this. Like he said, hey, look, we hadn't made a clips channel yet, but we had the interview, and basically they used this to start their clip channel. He's a business owner.
Of course they did.
Let me finish. He's a business owner. He owns that intellectual property. Why are you in business? To stay in money. What's the first rule in business? Stay in business. Okay? So I'm seeing it right here. Kevin Samuels on incels and discrimination against men. Kevin Samuels on women preferring hustlers to working men. Kevin Samuels on interracial relationships. These titles aren't egregious or distasteful, or it's like Kevin Samuels on bringing an escort to a work event. Like these things aren't egregious where he's like, Kevin Samuels was a cokehead. Here's the episode. Like they're not saying nothing. I just don't see what are they doing wrong other than resurfacing and repackaging their product. Nike sell you old Jordans all the time. Like the NBA,
I don't want to buy a Nike.
You're missing a point. You're missing a point. Don't like we don't have to make it specific. See the broad view. Creating your clips on it. See, creating another channel with your clips on it. That's called vertical integration. That's you doing something that other people are already doing with your product. You can do it yourself. So you do that within your company. It's vertical integration. Everybody knows that. We just don't know that's the term for it. Like I'm not paying somebody else to do it. I'm not letting other people do it. I'm gonna do this shit myself and I'm gonna resell it. The NBA are using old jerseys now. This guy came to your show. He did an interview. Some would call it giving the people what they want because people are looking for his content. His name is trending everywhere. That shit was on CNN, bro, when he died. You get what I'm saying? She was on CNN. You got an interview with him. It's wrong for him to do that because God forbid.
Fake news.
I did an interview. I did with somebody. It ain't fake news. You looking for Kevin Samuels? You looking for clips? I got, or you want to hear the man? You want to hear stuff? I got an interview with him. He didn't do a whole bunch of interviews, bro. You know what I'm saying? If he rock with you, he rock with you. But especially once he took off, and some will argue, shit, Adam, like I think like Reggie said, Adam 22 helped him as well. Because that's a whole different audience from what he does. So when you talk about Adam 22 only do a certain type of content, Kevin Samuels ain't the type of content he do. Kevin Samuels wasn't up there talking about killing, shooting, selling drugs. Adam 22 gave him this platform and did that type of content. But you know what? Kevin Samuels went viral. He was on World Star. He was everywhere. Everybody was talking about him. So,
was that a checkmate?
I mean, I ain't
checkmate.
Hell no.
First of all, that's a checkmate.
I'm here for the checkmate. I'm gonna stop the checkmate shit.
I can't believe y'all.
Back to the regular scheduled program.
I like the checkmate though, Mark. If it was one, holla checkmate, bro.
I mean, I ain't gotta say it. Like the people know.
But
like,
you didn't though. But you didn't. Because you didn't let me finish.
I just think we having a conversation. Man, right, Reggie? That nigga always at work. Nigga always say he at work, man. That's his one. I'm just at work. Well, I'm in the bed with my wife. Like, nigga, you in the bed with your wife like this all night? Like, come on, man. Well, I'm here. Like, yeah, man, Reggie. I always say the people in the chat want to be in the chat. It's safe for them. They get time to think of their thoughts and Google their words and yeah. They don't want to end up like what just happened to Brandon right there.
No, we finna put everything Mark said in context. Let's put it in context. Now, when it comes to giving the people what they want in the clips, Adam 22 did not have a clips channel. He didn't have it. So basically, and that content was already up. What he did was he saw opportunity to exploit a popular black man who was trending all over the internet and all over the world. So he wanted to monetize that, which is what they do.
That's what we all do. Monetize channel.
Wrong. Hold on, let me finish. It's wrong and it's nasty, and we have been told to accept that because it's capitalism. If you can make a dime. But that shows us that we don't give a fuck about our people and our images and who putting them out there as long as they can make a dime, or that's because what everybody do. Let's stop what everybody do. Let's stop those practices and say, hey, white man, I don't like the way you fucking with our images. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do in our community, but one thing that's not gonna happen is you gonna come and exploit our community or present us in a certain light. Because you know who don't let us do that? The people with the smile hats don't let us do that. Ask Michael Jackson how he made a lyric in their song. Other people protect their images, but we don't. And then we get upset and call other people crazy who want to protect our images. I want to protect our images. I hate that we exploit it, and the only reason we exploit it and easy taking advantage of is because we don't know no better. We got people that sit up on this goddamn these white people platforms and say shit that they shouldn't say, and then we watch this shit played back in the courtroom and say, "Oh, them niggas were just dumb. Them niggas shouldn't have said that." Nah, what we should say is we're gonna protect our people. Hey, bro, I'm gonna edit that out. Hey, bro, don't go to interviews and say that. But because we feel comfortable around them people, because we've always been taught that they in authority. So when you get in these rooms, you gotta talk to them. So we opening up. Yeah, I shot this nigga. Yeah, I shot this nigga. That's exploitative culture, and I'm sick of it.
Okay, Brandon, let's keep it a buck. First and foremost, you went all over the place. And you went somewhere totally different. But let's be clear. And I think Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur, said it best. When you're in the entertainment business, you're gonna be exploited. But you should be compensated for your exploitation. Shout out to Afeni Shakur. My brother, I'm here to tell you, everything you said, I get it. It makes sense. I'm not saying you're wrong. But in this situation and what you're trying to equate all of that to in this one instance is it's a little off base, because he's not taking clips of Kevin Samuels on someone. Kevin Samuels sat down with this man, did the interview with him. As a content creator, he knew what he was doing by receiving that platform, but also he knew what he was getting from that content creator, because giving to that content creator, because he knows what that content creator is going to be able to do with the content. No different from what Kevin Samuels was doing, repurposing clips of his own work. That's part of the business, homie. He signed up for it, and it's not like it's some random person off the street doing it. Kevin Samuels sat down with him and did an interview with him. The interview and the clips he's playing, he's not recharacterizing Kevin Samuels' work. He didn't paint him in a negative light either. So I just think your that energy you have is good energy. Keep that going. But I think this is not the right fight in this situation. And I agree with somebody said in the chat. What Joe was doing right there, that was trying to have a moment, and it worked. He was trying to create a moment, in my opinion, because you knew who Adam 22 was before you got there. You get what I'm saying?
And we ain't backing Joe Budden on shit, man. The man Joe Budden is fuck Joe Budden.
Good or bad about him, and I ain't got to say fuck the man to talk about the content and what I saw. I don't even have to talk about him personally, or I don't know him personally, so it can't be personal, right? I don't know him personally.
I don't know him either, but the image that I know of Joe Budden is no. We gotta stop giving these celebrities and goddamn athletes and in the black community all this damn power. We're the only community that celebrities and athletes have all the control and all the say so. Joe Budden's a sucker, man. Fuck him.
White people did that, Deuce. Blame white people, because the athletes and the celebrities are the only one in the black community that has money, power, or influence. Those are the ones. Who else in the black community got the money except?
Oh, there's a lot of black doctors. There's a lot of black doctors.
No, it's not. No,
yes, they are. They hide. They hide away from the black community because we know how the black community bring them down. There's a lot of doctors and scientists. What's that nigga that's be on here?
Which means we don't get the influence of them. Which means we don't get the influence of them because they hide. Which means they go away from us. So that don't. If they hide from us, then we don't get the influence of them, or we don't get the benefit of their knowledge.
Look how we act. Because look how we act when niggas make it out the hood.
So now we blame. Wow.
Yes, bro. At a certain point, we have to become responsible for our own actions. This ain't 1941, bro. We have to be responsible for our own actions. We have to break the program and wake up. We do.
Brandon, let me ask you something. Reggie, Brandon, Deuce, can we have a real conversation? Like, y'all really want to go there? We can have a
hell yeah.
All right. Now, can we have a conversation, or are we gonna just go free smoke?
No, we should have the combo. Or however it goes. Fuck it, let it flow.
Have a conversation.
All right, I'm gonna put y'all to the test. Put y'all to the test. This is about to be interesting. Coming to the stage, you might know him. I know him. Y'all seen him around. But happy birthday, Brandon Watch. Let me do that real quick.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to my boy Brandon Watch. But this gonna be a little interesting. The show just went somewhere else with it, but let's have an episode of I don't even know what we're gonna call this game, but I'll introduce him to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage is my boy, my brother, my fellow superior black, chaotic truth. Make some noise in the neighborhood, goddamn.
What's up, man?
Welcome home.
How you
Welcome
doing,
home.
man?
Welcome home. Welcome
I
home
hate
to your
that-
home away from home.
I hate to be real quick. I got a members only panel in
Oh,
5.
man. This nigga just came over here to plug.
No,
Kick him out of class, bro. Hold on. You ain't gonna do me like that now.
no. Listen,
That nigga first.
I just got done doing the live stream too. But how you doing?
No, I saw you live. But what's good, man? What's poppin'?
Pretty good. I wanted to come over here. Being a fan of old school rap, Joe Budden has lost his damn mind. I think he wants to go viral or something. Tupac beats Nas and Biggie and freestyling. Is he out of his mind?
Not in the freestyle, in the verses. In the
Oh,
verses.
the verses, it's not gonna happen. First of all, let's be completely honest with you. Illmatic is one of the, if not the greatest rap album of all time. Let's be completely honest. Secondly, Biggie is the superior lyricist between him and Pac. It's not gonna happen. Pac has some good songs, but Pac wasn't really a lyricist. He ain't winning. So I don't know what Joe Budden was talking about.
This nigga came on here to gaslight some shit. What the fuck? Hell nah.
This nigga know he listened to Barry Manilow. You don't even what Pac look like?
I do. And salute
What
to
Pac
you.
look like? You look like
You know what he
Michael.
talking about. He came in talking about freestyling. Like nobody. Do you know what?
And I'm glad.
That's what I'm saying.
He mixed the,
Hey,
he
what's
mixed
a
the real
freestyle,
stuff.
chaotic truth? What's a freestyle? What's a freestyle? Let's hear some bars.
Let's hear.
This nigga
I
gonna
don't
sound like
really
a
know.
rapper to rapper.
I don't really
He
know
thought
rap.
about it. He got a verse. He got a
I don't
verse.
really know rap, man.
He
I don't
got a verse.
really
He got a
know
verse.
rap.
He wrote
Man.
somewhere. He just know that shit ain't gonna fly.
It ain't
Spit
hard
that
to
spit that
tell.
Shakespeare shit.
It ain't hard to tell. I
Okay.
excel, then prevail.
Mm.
The mic is. What did he say? The mic is kind.
Contact where I attract
and I
clientele.
clientele. Absolutely, guys. I'm out of here. I gotta do a live stream. Peace, man. Yeah,
Peace.
absolutely. Peace.
All right. Yeah.
Don't get
I'm glad he
exploited,
came
Mark.
with that.
See, a black man that came and exploited you.
I caught what that was too. Like, wow. I thought we was about to have the conversation. That nigga came over here to do a commercial. I got to put a case on Chaotic Truth.
He came here to exploit you,
That's
bro.
a checkmate for Brandon. That's a checkmate on Brandon. A black man exploiting.
He just pulled up to exploit me in my audience. That nigga
We
didn't
easy,
know.
we easy to exploit. We low hanging fruit. It's easy to exploit you, Reg. You easy. You conditioned to be exploited.
I ain't never been exploited. So what you talking about?
Reg, we've all been exploited. When people exploit your fear, I seen you telling the story when you was walking to church and they pulled water guns on you. They exploited you, bro.
That wasn't exploiting me, nigga. That was some shit. That ain't exploited. Those are some black motherfuckers.
I'm
that
messing
did
with
that.
y'all. No, I'm messing with y'all.
That ain't no exploit. That's some niggas playing like they gonna kill a nigga. That ain't no exploitation. And they wasn't from the clan. They wasn't no clan members.
They exploited your fear, bro.
All right, we out of here, Reggie. We're just trying to clean up on aisle 3. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Nah.
Brandon think them damn white folks can fly through the air and shit.
They can. We was about to watch the damn spaceship go today.
Oh my God, Brandon.
Man, y'all better recognize I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I know. When you recognize how great and awesome they are, you can deal with them. When you don't recognize how great and awesome they are, then you cannot underestimate your enemy. That's the art of war. Come on, y'all.
Okay.
All right.
I think, man, you gotta be joking.
Reggie, what was that face? Reggie was like,
I thought that nigga was chaotic truth, man.
oh man, I'm dying laughing. Brandon Washington. What do you mean? They are powerful and they are your enemy. And once you like break that down, I want the specifics. Seriously.
Okay, here's the thing. The reason why I believe that white people as a whole are an enemy to black people is because they've shown themselves to be that. I'm not talking about the individual white person that you see every day on the corner. I'm not talking about them as individuals. I'm talking about them as a group. Them people move as a solidary group, but we don't see it because they have certain structures and certain laws. So what I mean by enemy is they have shown themselves to be an enemy to the darker people of this planet by exploiting them, by taking advantages of them, by hurting them, by maiming them, by doing things to them solely based a lot of times on their skin color.
Sometimes,
you
bro.
wasn't joking about that shit, Brandon? You were serious?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish Brandon was born in California.
Nigga, what? You didn't know he was serious? This nigga right here with the green bean?
I thought that was a joke or some shit. Man, Brandon, you really are scared of these white folks.
No, I'm not scared. I compete every day, Reg. I'm not afraid. Here's the thing. I just recognize what it is. I studied him. Man, I'm gonna tell you this is the teachings of the Most High Elijah Muhammad right here. We'll talk. We'll talk this. Listen to this. This is what we talk. Study the white man because he is successful. He makes no excuse for his failures.
What? I hear excuses from white motherfuckers.
No, what he meant by that was when he fails, he tries again. So basically, that's something instilled in us as a people.
Oh my God, man!
Hold on, listen to me. It's basically saying what Elijah Muhammad is basically telling his followers. Look at this man. This man has built a successful world. Look at him. And then when he fails, he basically trying to reinforce to us when y'all fail, don't make no excuses for why you fail. Just get up and do better. That's basically the same.
But you can say that. Saying it's some black folks that did that. It's some white folks that fail over and over again. White people aren't just like white people, like in just color. Like it's different countries, races, religion. Like I think you kind of equate.
I don't separate them. I don't know how to do that. I'm not smart enough to do that.
Wow. So do you ever use the word massa?
No, I ain't got to use the word master. Unless they put me in a situation.
Boss.
If they put you in a situation where you forced to say boss or master, you'll say boss or master. Ain't that right? Oh no.
Sometimes I would wish, bro, you was born in California, maybe even like Nevada or so, homie. Bro,
I know
you got liberty.
That saying, hey, he said, Deuce, I'm in California and it's racist as hell out here, especially here in Southern California. It's on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's
that's for Mexicans though.
We don't tolerate shit. We don't bow down to no other race of people.
It's racist because of Mexicans. They ain't no white people though.
Mexicans run LA.
He said Mexicans run LA. No, they really don't.
I just tuned in, and the white man has already took the spite. Like, come on, man. We were supposed to... And Brandon Washington, you did this. We was talking about all black folks tonight, and look what you did with your fear of white. Chris Rock got this joke. He said, "I teach my kids about white." He was like, all the dangerous stuff in the house, I painted white. Anything sharp, hot, pointy, I painted white so they can be scared of white all day. like, you burnt your hand. See, that's what whitey do to you. Oh, you fell and cut yourself. That's what
I do.
That's what I do. Like everything dangerous in this house is white. So they feel, but it's a joke. But I get the metaphor. But bro,
Marq, when me and my son watching movies,
sonified sometimes. Like
when we watching movies,
right.
I explain to my son the dynamics. Like I see a situation. I say, you see that? You see how they was treated? Was that equal or unequal? Was that right or correct? Nah, that wasn't right. Okay, Be on guard for that, son.
Okay,
Gotta
but do you
teach my
show
son.
him stuff? Do you show? Is that all you show to him though? Because if not, you show him all. That's all white. Do you show him shit that happened with white folks and white folks? What?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't show them white on white.
Feeling your fear mongering. Don't raise your boy up like that.
Nah, I ain't gonna tell him how to raise his boy, but I
Here's
would.
the thing, Deuce.
Him though.
Deuce, what you gonna see is being a parent is people gonna critique the way you raise your son or your children, and you gonna be like, you gonna be like, I'm gonna raise them the way that I think that they could be successful in life. That's what you do. So I think,
of course.
So I think what helps my son, or what I think will help my son, if he got a father like me that can point out certain things that he may not be able to see that'll help him be more successful to maneuver in life. So he don't go to school. He don't go to school in my area. He goes to school in North Dallas. He goes to STEM school. His school don't have sports, so he is around these people every day that I talk about, and he knows how to carry and conduct himself. And also, some of them he calls his friends, which is fine. They can be his friends, but as long as it's put in the proper perspective. Plus, I know he's just 12, so I don't.
They can't come to the house though, huh? He's like, y'all can't keep that white man out my yard.
I mean, here's the thing. When you walk in my house is gonna have a picture of Minister Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad. It's gonna have Muhammad Ali. It's gonna have books, black culture. So when a white person walk in my house, hopefully they feel real comfortable with themselves, because they gonna want to ask a lot of questions when they see how my home is decorated.
Do you offer them a bean pie when they come in?
Actually, I ain't never had a white person come in my house to do nothing but some work.
You make them.
So you the master.
Flip it around on their ass. Huh? That's right.
Roy.
He said they come in, they my servants.
Do you do them like Idi Amin and tell them to bow down?
Boy and everything, Reggie. Like he take all his power back. I'm gonna treat you white folks like
take your shoes off at the door and bow
for the next 6 hours, huh?
Everybody tell them to bow down, cross the line, and I'll give you the instructions on what I want done.
Yeah, you stand right here, you don't move. And most of the time they can't even come in. I just leave them at the threshold. Here's the thing: when you cross my threshold, you gotta take your shoes off, and it's a certain energy. So everybody don't cross my threshold. So I kind of leave the evils outside.
Then I'm coming to your house with some stinking ass feet
and all this stuff. So what happens if it's a black dude to come? Like, it's cool then, it's solid.
What you mean?
What if they black or Latino?
Everybody don't. Here's the thing: everybody don't have the privilege of just coming to my house. My house is my sanctuary.
So
that's why I
do the work. You be like, nah. They gotta send me somebody else.
No. If you pull up to do the work, business is business. We're gonna do the work, but outside of that, there's nothing else. A lot of times, people come in my house, they start asking about the pictures, the books, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but Brandon, but that's not like worshiping like false idols though, like worshiping men, right? The goal is to seek God, not the I put these things up here to scare white people away or scare. Or
it's for me. It's for me.
Okay.
It's for me. It's like walking in a man that represents the Aryan Brotherhood. He gonna have certain things in his home, not equating it, but he gonna have certain things in his home.
You just did that though. You
just equated it.
Well, then cool. I'll do it.
Literally just equated
I'll do it. What's done is done.
Yeah, nobody was gonna say that.
If that's what he represent, he put that in his house, and I represent certain things, so I put it in my house. And that's the same.
Nah, most of them do that shit in secrecy and shit. They got like little back rooms.
I don't have nothing to hide. And plus, I don't have no literature that's talking about hurting another race of people. That's a waste of my time. I don't have no literature talking about killing white people, or I'm not on secret message boards. I don't have a hood over my head.
Now saying it.
Actively out here talking about hurting white people. That's a waste of my time.
Okay, fair enough.
So back to the Biggie conversation, bro. Do Biggie even got 20 songs that can match up with Tupac?
Hell
I can't get
yeah.
20. I can't get 20 out of it, bro.
Them first two albums. Man, you got West Coast bias, cuzzo. What do you thought about his first album?
Never heard of it. Hey, play the drop.
Wait up, man.
This nigga crazy, man.
No, that nigga joking, yo. I know he clouded. That shit funny as hell, but I know he joking.
he not.
That nigga ain't joking.
Hey, I heard like 3 songs off the first album. The second album was cool. It was hella like doctored up. But bro, hell nah, nigga. That first album ain't on shit. The second album way better.
Well, look, if y'all want to call in and voice y'all opinion about this topic, 470-705-9507, 470-705-9507. Got my boy Deuce Signs from the West Coast. Got Brandon Washington from Texas. Reggie in Vegas by way of California. And we just here chopping it up about this topic. You're more than welcome to call in and join the conversation. And the topic on the docket, we're still asking. Joe Budden did his podcast, and he basically said Tupac would end Nas and Biggie. So that's what we at with it. That's what we're talking about. But you're more than welcome to join the conversation. Let's keep it moving. So my boy Deuce, he's on the West Coast, and he said when it comes to that Biggie first album, you said you weren't fucking with it. You didn't like no record from it. Like
nah, bro, I didn't listen to none of that shit, dog. Keep it real. 94.
It was all. I used to leave, bro. They played that shit in California. I heard it in California.
Singles though, bro. Like I'm from the CD player Walkman, bro. We listen to fucking radio. Like you driving somewhere or something like that, but you put your own music on, bro. And well, nobody putting on no Biggie. You know what I mean? Bad Boy can pay for all the spins and shit and all that, but niggas wasn't going out there buying that shit, bro. Trust me. Especially in 94. That was Warren G. That was Eazy-E. That was Above the Law. Wu-Tang. Niggas weren't fucking with that shit like that, homie.
Brandon, I just want you to know that shit was classic. I'm chopping that up, by the way. By the way, yeah. That whole little shit about to be a clip by itself. That whole run. Yeah. I gotta do it. Boston Scholar, can you timestamp that for me, bro? Please, Boston Scholar, when the video drop.
I got into Nas. I don't know if I told how I got in the East Coast. Everybody from the South, especially from Texas, this in Southwest, we bumped West Coast heavy. That's what we had before we had a scene. Like before we had, because we kind of always had Ghetto Boys and Scarface here and there, and UGK a little bit. So we was West Coast heads. So how I got on the Nas is I was at the spot one day, and little old dude came through, to make a purchase, and he didn't have what he's supposed to have, but he had these CDs, a bunch of East Coast CDs. So I was like, all right, because I was already listening to Big. I was like, all right, you're a little short, but we can work with the CDs. So he had Nas, I Am in there. I didn't like Nas because of Pop. I heard I Rule the World. I liked If I Rule the World, but I was too young really to get into it. So I put that I Am in. When I finished listening to I Am, Nas is my favorite lyricist from then on. Just from how he put together his music, then I was able to really go back and get into his music. That's when I understood that he was the best. Like when I started listening to songs like Black Girl Lost, and when Nas started teaching me who Ivan Van Sertima was, and he started telling me about the brief history of Christopher Columbus and stuff like that, I was blown away because I started buying those books and studying. So I was into, and then especially with the Nigga album, when Nas started making music about revolutionaries and stuff like that, that's my kind of music. So that's what sparked my interest in a lot of different authors because of Nas.
I thought this was about Biggie though. Nas has a better range of shit than Biggie do.
I don't know if you entry to the show, but
Pac had some first album show.
But they were saying that he would end them. He would end both of them.
He'll end them with just All Eyes on Me though. Like it's not even comparable, bro. The range, the feeling, the heart, all that shit that Pac had, it's not even close, bro. You don't have to be no lyrical gymnastics and all that shit to make a good song. A lot of people don't like that shit. That's why backpack rappers don't sell. So to talk about how great a nigga can flip metaphors and how many syllables he can run, that's whatever. But you want to hear a song, you know what I mean? You want to hear a song, something make you feel yourself, and you go to Pac for that. 25 years later.
But it's the same with the other two artists as well, though.
In some places though, but like that's just a regional bias with Big. You know what I mean? Big didn't become that big of a star until after he died. Pac was already at the apex of his position before he died. Big became bigger after he died.
Biggie had high production. Biggie had high production videos, man.
And he was selling me.
But Puff took Biggie to another stratosphere, bro. And it was hard to even market a dude with Biggie looks. Puffy was able to accomplish that. And people
they stole that from the nigga in Mississippi. They stole that swag from nigga in Mississippi.
That nigga never became Puff. If he was that,
put a case on him,
bro.
Maybe he should have. Well, maybe he should have signed with Puff.
Big, yo, stop it, Deuce. I'm putting a case on you, homie. I saw that joint. You was pushing that propaganda. That shit ain't gonna make it, homie. Soon as you see this dude with that dingy white beater on, and it's dingy in a black and white picture. Like, come on, dude, stop that.
Bro, he stole his whole flavor, homie. I don't know why you can't get that. He stole his flavor. He picked it up.
Never heard of it.
Suge Knight gave Snoop Dogg his flavor, his pimp style and all that shit.
Bro.
All right.
Because you play Duck Goose in a conversation.
Oh, this gonna be a fire show tonight. This gonna be fire.
Running around this shit and like catch me with the conversation, nigga. Like Deuce, you gotta watch Deuce because he'll spin you, yo. He'll flip you.
No, I'm equating the whole situation. It all circles back around.
Shit from Suge, man. Snoop still got a swap meet type style, man.
Bro, that whole pimp laid back shit. That wasn't Snoop shit, bro. Suge told him to grow his hair out. Suge told him to grow his hair out. Snoop Dogg was like a little party rapper wearing a high top fade. Nigga still wore dress shoes and shit and hard toe shoes and trying to be a clown and shit.
He was broke then too. Like he was just
bro.
Exactly. From there on.
That shit
to be a clown.
that shit costs more than what the khakis and all that shit and all that other shit costs. Khakis and Pendleton and shit. Should gave them niggas that gangster image. Dr. Dre, what?
My boy Red said Dub C gave Snoop his flavor too.
Not
DOC.
Snoop ain't never had a dope fucking style to how he dressed and shit. He was just player made about shit. But he dressed Sloss and Swap Me dish like Daz and Corrupt.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. I thought it was an insult at first, but I get what you're saying. That shit basic as hell half the time.
Yeah, it's basic. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? That wasn't their style, bro.
Like one of the homies still, like that nigga still on the block. He just put
a $40 outfit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. Yeah, that was Suge style. That's how niggas dress like that. Them niggas used to dress in like overalls and all kind of shit like that, man. Like them niggas didn't have that gangster style.
Hold up. That's how we dressed down here in the 90s, man.
No,
that was a country thing. We dressed. You ain't ever seen the Willie D videos? And we dressed like that with overall.
Clips in the chat.
Yeah,
talking to you, dude. Y'all keep your eye on that chat, cause my boy Clips talking to you. He said Biggie wasn't marketing. It was marketing fashion of Chubb Rock and Heavy D, not some nigga in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Not the hoid of it.
Talk to him. Yeah, right.
I can't see it.
I believe, old boy.
Going to Mississippi for style, neither, man.
No, bro. No, oh boy.
Go ahead, Deuce.
Oh boy, send his shit to Puffy, bro. He sent his demo tape and all that shit out, and they heard the shit, and then like, okay, we gonna do that shit. The Snoop Dogg and them did that shit to Tupac. That was common practice back in the 90s and all that shit. That was common practice, bro. Somebody sent a demo tape in there. Somebody sent a demo tape in there, they'll strip that whole shit down. Nobody ever heard of you. well, they'll bury your shit. It ain't like now. It ain't internet. It ain't YouTube. It ain't. I could put my story out. Back then, nigga, you just buried it in your town. You just send a dope ass tape to somebody. You know what I mean? They just stole your whole song. That shit was common practice in the 90s. Tupac scrapped his whole album.
Okay, but
that Thug Style album.
But you gotta look at like a Pac and fucking Biggie type artists and Nas. They ain't about to use nobody else shit. Like fucking Erykah Badu said, they artists and they sensitive about their shit. You ain't about to push nobody else shit.
Bro, they did that shit all the time. Dr. Dre is famous for that shit. Ice Cube is famous for that shit.
They're not lyricists. Ice Cube is a rapper. Dr. Dre ain't.
That was standard operating procedures, bro.
I get it. I get what Deuce is saying. Like sometimes you do know some cases of somebody jack your record, or you'll have people in the studio, like the Ice Cube situation. It was like, yo, we had him in the studio, let him hear our record, and he went back and made a record just like it. You know what I'm saying? Or very close to it.
Even Dale the Funky Homo Sapien wrote that Wicked song. Ice Cube stole the whole song from him. It's like one of Ice Cube's best songs. He stole that shit from him. Like that shit is not.
Well, a lot of artists steal. I mean, Rihanna done stole like half her career.
No, R&B is different than rap.
No, it's not.
R&B is way different.
You have to write
no, R&B.
It's not in the fact that you stealing songs. That's all I'm talking about. Is I'm using the correlation of stealing songs. That's it.
No, R&B is different than rap. Half of the R&B has reference tracks. Like 80% of them have reference tracks. None of them really write their own music.
Tracks.
What?
Rap has reference tracks.
Rap, yeah, now. Because like I say, it's standard operating procedure.
No, Ice Cube was doing reference tracks. Niggas was doing reference tracks back then.
Biggie reference track leaked with Lil Kim. Remember, that's why he wanted to beat up DJ Clue. Y'all ain't never heard the Biggie rapping Lil Kim hardcore where he talking about I rub on my titties to touch my pussy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We know what you're talking about, but we need you to add it out. Pause.
Brandon making a different type of movie.
Okay, that's what we doing. Let's do it. That's what we're doing. Let's go.
Oh, it's on, Brandon. It's on tonight. Happy birthday to Brandon, yo. Happy birthday to my good brother.
Merry birthday, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, everybody in chat, say happy birthday to Brandon.
I'm 27.
Man, paint the cake white.
Brandon, you don't eat. Brandon,
you know white cake with
definitely
white
not. No, I don't like frosting. No,
angel cake.
No, definitely not. I don't like
angel cake.
Cream on my cake.
He don't even eat shit cooked in white flour. Nah, man. Put that chicken in some wheat flour. That flour need to be brown.
That nigga gonna burn the flour in the pan.
You bring that nigga a white cake, he gonna set that motherfucker on fire. Watch it.
Hey, you burn that shit like the Klan do a cross in the front yard and shit.
with the white groomsmen on top.
White groomsman, I'm a male. He go first. You start from the top down.
Hey, look, he line up the whole temple. May bring them march them to the front yard. Stick the cake on the stake and light that.
All right, Mark, I'm chill.
No. Look, this is juice. They're gonna get mad at me one day because they're gonna be like, and you were laughing. I was like, shit, I can't believe he said this shit. We live. But this shit funny to me because I get I can see the joke in it and how far you're going. It's a little strange. But Brandon, like, you can't be that guy. It's almost like he's a character of himself, like in this. You get what I'm saying? The extreme of it. I'm dying laughing. But what's up, sir? Senior? What's popping, homie?
What's up, man?
What's good?
This is a great topic, man. I hate to say this. I really hate to say this. I hate to say it, but I agree with him, man. I agree with Budden. I agree with him. I thought I would never say that I unequivocally agree with something he had to say, but I agree with him. Pac kills Big and Nas. He kills them both.
Man, I thought you really had something, man.
Like easily though, like it's not even debate, bro. That's like USC versus fucking Alabama. It's not even a debate, homie. Like it's a smash down. It's like the greatest college football team of all time. 05 USC. Like it's not even a debate. Like Tupac versus Nas.
Whoa. The greatest football team of all time is Texas Vince Young. That beat
No, that's
USC.
06. 06,
Yeah,
bro.
They better.
But barely beat us. Barely the fourth quarter. With the
better.
greatest football game.
Joe. I never seen barely in the record books. Barely.
With the greatest football game a quarterback has ever played. So you know and y'all needed that.
I don't
So
know.
yeah.
You gotta put a case on that. I mean
Hell yeah.
So I gotta
Vince Young.
You gotta put a case on
Vince Young played the best game a quarterback has ever played in like we throw like 400.
It's like the system of the team. Like Brandon picked that 1 year versus Alabama just is Alabama home.
Man, nobody respect that Alabama shit, bro.
No, that performance by Vince Young will probably never be duplicated in football history.
Ever in life, bro. He throw a 400, run for 100. Like, come on, bro. Like that's some Madden shit right there.
That shit back to back. That nigga was magnificent to the motherfucker.
Yeah, man. He had a will to win, bro. But he was also like just levels above his competition too. You know what I'm saying? Like his size, his frame, and his ability at that age. And he just had a will to win too, though. He was a motherfucking monster. But I get you. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, I think the reason I think Nas holds his own because Nas was selling millions of records when they both was alive and out. So he was right there competing. It wasn't like he's some scrub on the corner. He had
on Pac numbers.
Nobody was doing it.
Pac was doing Eminem. Pac was doing Will Smith numbers before Will Smith.
Snoop Dogg was doing Pac numbers.
But no, Pac was only doing that shit at Death Row. He wasn't doing numbers like that.
Snoop Dogg was the biggest rapper then.
Yeah.
He only got it with Death Row. Like he was known as shit. Pac was known. You knew who he was, but he wasn't moving units like that.
No. Pac moved some fucking units, bro.
With what? That All Eyes. Wait, no. Me Against the World was starting to do shit, but it didn't have a good push. What label was that with? It didn't get a good push.
Interscope.
He was in jail as well.
Knowing what we know now, we can always say all of those shits. Knowing what we know now, could have been bigger. Knowing how things move now, but let's keep it a buck, yo. Back then, bro, you bought the whole album for certain songs, homie. Pac did units off of that.
Yeah, Pac, all Pac singles pushed his album.
Single to sell the album, bro. Like that Brenda's Got a Baby album did units, homie. Big numbers, man.
Now, I think that might only crack the mill back then. It didn't do big numbers. They didn't do. I think it might have barely went platinum. That first album,
platinum is big, bro. Platinum was big back then.
That's because R&B was now. No, that's because R&B was still fucking with hip hop, commercial sales and shit.
Facts. Puppy kill hip hop. I mean, Puppy kill R&B.
My boy Try Burrow in the chat somewhere is smiling. My boy Try Burrow can't stand Puff. He was like, he ain't nothing. He ain't did nothing. He ain't never did nothing. Like boy, he be going nep. I was like, he sold 80 million records. I mean, over 100 million records. I forgot the number now, but it's like he sold over 100 something million. It's like some niggas can't sell one. It's hard to find one hit artist. Puff kept finding hit artists after hit artists, but then you realize, he's making them a star.
He's promoting them to a star.
Come on, man. Why it ain't working for those other labels who got bigger budgets than he had?
Because they're not connected like Puff Daddy was.
I mean,
in the
you gotta
boule.
give respect to Puff.
Oh,
He had
shit.
the 5 best rappers of all time. Dylan, and Dylan.
I'm serious though. Look, the dude is a monster, homie.
For real though.
He's connected though, bro. He's connected.
Before he was connected, he was
always connected, bro. That's how he got his deal.
Bro, he wasn't born into this shit.
Clive Davis gave him his deal, bro. He been connected.
How you get it?
You know, Puff worked his way up, bro.
He wasn't born like on into the music business. A lot of these motherfuckers now born into the music business because the game been going so long. I know somebody right now who had a deal with what they was about to be on with Lil Dicky. Russell, like he's like a third generation now. You get what I'm saying? Or second generation. Like, come on, some of these motherfuckers they born rich, man. Some people are. And in the day we in now, they get deals off of who they know and all of that. But no, the dude was consistent, bro. He was consistent.
Yeah, consistently in them back rooms making deals.
But regardless, when Jodeci, I remember the day. You remember when Jodeci hit? When Jodeci hit, I still remember the day I heard that shit on the radio.
I do too, Red.
Bro, he had a real
bro. This how vivid this shit was when Jodeci, the sound was just so fucking different to everything. It was my, Terrell and them. We in Lawrence, in my neighbor, 2 houses over. They had a boat in their yard. We playing on the boat, and that shit came from their house, and they banging that shit, and that motherfucking beat just dropped and just hit you, and then you heard these niggas singing.
But he didn't make the beat though. He didn't make the beat.
But listen, when they put the video behind that shit, this is where music videos played a part in the propelling that shit. I remember that day when that shit hit, and it was just like it was over. It was just like that nigga knows how to discover talent. That nigga done his shit. He been around that. He worked his way through that shit, but he's put together some great groups. That Jodeci shit changed the fucking game.
This nigga said Puffy put together Jodeci. Hell no, bro.
Nah, man. Before that, he pushed that. Yeah, bro. That Mary J shit. Like he just knew how to. Got an eye for talent, bro. He got an ear for. He got a vision, bro.
Facts.
Or he has a window to push that vision through.
R&B without
bro. A lot of people had it and didn't do nothing with it, man. A lot of people, bro.
A lot of people ain't be connected like Puff, bro. You can't say a lot of people had his height.
Hold on, you don't think Ludacris is connected?
Connected how? I want to hear this.
Like
connected.
Puff.
This is getting good. Connected how, Deuce? Please
There's
explain.
a lot of motherfuckers that's connected that they can't
Connected
break.
how?
I remember Paris Hilton was trying to do music. This shit just didn't sell. It won't good. So it's a lot of people that are connected and they just can't sell the record, or they can't find talent that and bring them and make them big stars. You can name a lot of them, bro. If it was that easy, you wouldn't have so many flop record labels.
They don't let it. It ain't that easy to get in that door, homie. It ain't that easy. They don't let everybody in that door. You gotta be able to play ball. And Puffy play ball.
It's a lot of people in that door that's connected, bro, and they play ball. They ain't still got the axe though. They can't keep hitting like with several jobs.
He don't still have the axe either, bro. You heard the bad boy curse? You sell your fucking soul to make a platinum song and then you done for? You never heard of that shit?
Selling your soul. It's the artists lose sight, bro. These artists turn to Adrian Broners, man. This nigga made his mark by bringing the right. When he talking about, did he get fired from Andre Harrell label?
Yeah, because he's trying to beat Andre Harrell.
He learned that's a mentorship.
Because he was feeling himself, because he was A&R. He was interning A&R and putting motherfuckers on. Like he knew he was the brain behind this shit. He was feeling himself with the Mary J and the Jodeci shit. He was feeling himself. But what happened from that though? Motherfuckers he created his own record label and got a damn distribution deal right after that. And
so would you say the Locks wasn't hungry? Would you say
and he eclipsed and ruined Uptown Records. That was part of the big. It was the worst mistake they made, but it was the best. It was the best thing for the music as we know it today, bro.
Yeah, like, it was like he got out the Bob Arum deal. Nigga became Floyd.
Damn.
Nah, he became Bob Arum Part 2.
Hit the bell for that one. Good analogy, Reg.
He became Bob Arum Part 2. He didn't fucking become Floyd. This dude been exploiting people. Circle back to that the whole damn time.
Bro, his perfect example is the Bob Arum, because some people got one of his artists as one of the GOATs on some Ali shit. Some people call Pac the GOAT on some Ali shit. But you get what I'm saying? He got a guy who's arguably the best ever did it. And without him, the world wouldn't hear that music or that catalog. Without him, we didn't get Jodeci.
That's false, bro. That's false.
See, Deuce, that's exactly what I'm saying. When it comes to capitalism, you have to take the fucking to get the money.
Nah, man. Damn, this nigga don't went there.
Well, I don't think he meant literally. But you know, I mean, he is right though.
You talking about Puff? I gotta say it. You know how they be saying.
Yeah. Well, maybe he did. It's a double entendre.
I know Brandon Washington. This ain't my first conversation with Brandon Washington. I know what the fuck he mean, and I know what he say. What you mean? Fuck you mean?
I was trying to save him, bro.
No,
right?
I know what he meant. That's why I put a case on him. But I'm just saying, man, like, and that's another thing too with people. Like, whenever you're successful and you're black, you had to sell your soul. You had to fuck
dog. Look at the
had,
blood Puffy has on his hands, bro. Come on, bro.
Hold on. Let's be clear though. Some of these artists, they just had beef in the group, like 112. Then you had the girl from Total. One of them had a baby. The other one found religion. Craig Matt found religion. One of the artists went out there and killed somebody. Another artist out there went through his bag, and then he out there robbing people. God bless the dead to both of them brothers. But like it's unfortunate that we know what we know now. But I don't hear people say that about Leor Cohen.
Well, you ain't listening hard enough.
Because I can.
They always say that shit about Leor Cohen. Liar Cohen, whatever his name is.
Nah, people. Look, Irv Gotti's in praising him in his documentary. But let's
so you take what Irv Gotti got to say?
No, most people don't say that, Deuce. Dame said that.
You know,
most people don't say that. Dame said
Mary J.
that.
Blige is over there. You don't equate Mary J. Blige to 300, but she on 300 last time I checked. But you get what I'm saying? But you think of 300, you think of Young Thug, you think of OMB Peasy, you think of like the famous Dex. Who else?
Who are these people? Who are these people you talking about?
Motherfuckers who don't call cases or facing cases. Some of these people dead, being in and out of jail. Like, yeah, that shit. Just look up 300 and the people that they signed and the people that signed to them.
Yeah, 300 is universal, right? That's universal, right?
I'm talking about the company 300. Like, I thought they was.
Yeah, that's universal. It's under universal.
It was 300. Then it's I think that's Warner Music. I think their parent company was Warner.
Okay. Yeah, one of the big four, the only four that's left. That's why I'm kind of mad that these dudes kind of.
You playing Duck Duck Goose again?
What? How am I playing Duck Duck Goose?
Get back to what we was talking about. Like, Leor Cohen is a motherfucking savage. And people are okay with him, but it's easy to target Puff. It's easy to always target Suge Knight. That's easy.
I don't think people are okay with liars.
That's right, Marq.
Yeah, target Birdman. Let's target Master P.
No. Let's target Leor Cohen. Let's target Doug Morris. Let's target them. Jimmy Iovine.
These motherfuckers at the head of those top fours or been at the heads of them or different departments. I remember boy was in charge of YouTube Music. What's his name? Leor,
yeah, 300. That's universal, bro.
So all these YouTube stars that came up doing the culture, I guess, what you want to call it. Blame him. Y'all say Puffy killed R&B. Man, without Puffy, y'all wouldn't have got the 112. You wouldn't have got those Total joints. You wouldn't have got some of those Mary J. Blige records. Because keep in mind, Puff just won't making hits for himself. He was making hits all over the country, bro.
Hey, wasn't he involved in Springing Missy and them too?
Oh yeah, he definitely, yeah. But Missy definitely brought good records to them. Yeah, he had Missy in there producing. Missy produced All About the Benjamins. Come on, man.
Yeah, she did. Damn.
Yeah. You ain't never heard the story?
Yeah. That's and watch Puffy try to play that shit. Puffy gonna try to play that shit in his verses like he had anything to do with it besides turning the speaker on.
Hold on, let me rephrase it. She A&R'd the record. Puffy produced it. Missy A&R'd the record.
Bullshit. That nigga didn't produce shit, man.
No, the producer is the person who puts it all together. The producer, the person that pays for everything. That's the producer. I produced it. I put
now we cutting it up like that.
No, that's what a producer is. You're a producer.
For sure, bro.
And people discounted Puffy knows music, bro. He know how to get in there and do this shit.
No, dudes think a producer is a beat maker. That's different.
Right.
Bro. No, bro. If you don't have nothing to do with the beat, all you doing is telling somebody, hey, Hey, play this part. Nah, bro, you ain't producing no fucking record.
It's no different than Barry Gordon when he used to do that shit. He knows music, but a lot of shit he ain't touch on.
It's called executive producing. I'm the executive in charge of production.
Executive producer ain't the same thing as producer, bro. You trying to play semantics
all together? Because I'm gonna tell you what the producer does. This is some real shit. No, the producer. I'm the producer, right? So you know what I do? I call Icon Studio, say I want to book a session. I book the session. Either I'm paying for it out of pocket or the label's gonna pay for it with the budget, right? The producer, I get the songwriter in there. The producer, I get the artist in there. I get the right artist with this guy right here, and you guys are gonna work on this song, and this is the music. Or I tell the guy who made beats, look, this is the sample. I want you to make this a beat right here. Make a beat out of this.
Bro, that's you cutting hairs, bro. You splitting hairs.
I tell you all the jobs. This is what the producer does.
I know, bro. But you trying, but when he come out here, I make the hits. I make this, and that's not what he's saying.
I make hits.
That's not what he's saying, bro. That's what
Puffy does not make hits.
He does make hits. He puts the right producer.
He doesn't make the actual beat though.
He puts the right artist on the right beat. That's producing, homie.
He's not making.
Nah, bro, you trying to split hairs, bro. Even Dr.
Here, what did you hear?
Even Dr. Dre, he do gotta make. Even Dr. Dre.
You heard the song, right? That song was put together. It was produced. Yeah. It was packaged. It was put together. Somebody put that together. The artist didn't do it by himself. The beat maker didn't do it by himself. The engineer didn't do it by himself. I produced the record.
Even like Dr. Even people say
you have the song. I'm just trying to give you the facts, bro.
I feel you, bro, but that's not the point. That's not the intention of it, though, dog. Even Dr. Dre, people say he put his name on shit. Even Dre will go in there and equalize a beat, add a sound or something, add a loop. Even Dre will do something like that. This nigga's just not even touching the beat.
Hold up, that was the same shit they was mad at Puff about. They was like,
yo, no. Dre will do it.
They was like, yo, the beat will be done and finished, and Puffy would come in there and he would add like just a hi-hat to the shit, or take a hi-hat out, or change one little thing. But since he's the big name and he produced it, he added something to the beat. Niggas do that too, but nowadays you ain't even got to do that. A lot of people didn't do that back then. Like, remember, y'all ever seen that Quincy Jones documentary when he was producing for Frank Sinatra and all of that shit, and making all these ghost productions? He was putting records out.
Yeah,
but he was
composing. Still, bro.
Now look at Quincy Jones. Now he can't blow the trumpet. He can't do all of that. Remember he had the health issues from the strain from blowing the instruments. But he can still points and he tells people Barry White, maestro. He ain't got to play all them instruments. I know what I want it to sound like. Can you do the job again?
But Puffy can't even do none of that shit though, bro. I don't believe Puffy can even loop a fucking beat, bro. Like, don't give me that shit.
Puff been around music long enough to understand it and to do it.
He hires somebody who makes the beat. He hires somebody who can sing.
That's cool. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that, but I am opposed to someone saying I made this when you didn't fucking do anything on the record. I am opposed to that. And you know what he's trying to say when he said I made it. Like, yeah, I programmed the drums. Yeah, I played the bass line. That's what he's trying to say. No, that's what he's trying to say, bro.
No, that ain't what he's trying to say.
Yes, it is, man.
Well, it says it when you open the album cover, who all the names on it. It'll say somebody on. It'll say Stevie J on the guitar. It got their names on it, dudes. I don't know what you're talking about right there. I never heard
but he hired 12
only
people.
Person I know who did some shit like that really is on some Prince shit. Like, I went in there and I played all the instruments and I sung every song and I wrote every song.
Marq, he hired 12 people called the Hitman. That they were producing the beat. It wasn't Puffy.
But when you're doing music at the scale, you bring in teams of people. It's no different than what Motown and all of them have done, bro. All of them bringing teams of highly skilled. Michael Jackson and some of his most classic shit has been brought in with a team of people. Like, this is what you get when you at this scale of music. Like, you don't just go in the studio with your homie and you do this and that, because there's many parts that play in it. And the biggest part to getting music to push is marketing. Otherwise, you just got hot shit that just shit on the shelf. You gotta package shit right. And that's why so many people don't mind working for a Dr. Dre, a Puffy, whoever else you can name that is out here. certain people are going to elevate you to that next damn level. Even when Nipsey did his last album, he went to Puff for what Puff specializes in. Like, you can't knock the dude. You may hate him, but at some point you got to look at the scope of the industry. You got to look at the scope of the industry.
Turn your mic up a little bit because you sound real low, or you far from the mic or something. Like, try to turn it up just a little bit. And before and while you do that, let me add this. Deuce, by your logic, when Steve Jobs said he made the iPhone, you think he put the chip in the phone? You think he did everything by hand too, right? When Steve Jobs produced the iPhone, or Bill Gates produced one, he did every little icon, put every little chip in the phone. He did it all himself. Come on, Deuce. He produced that shit. He put it together. And sometimes the producer ain't nothing but the bankroll.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you still sound low, but go ahead.
I'm saying, what about when you hear the stories of Puffy taking the credit for beats he never actually produced? Like on Juicy, that was Pete Rock. That wasn't Puffy. Pete Rock actually did that beat, and he took the credit, the production credit, and Pete Rock got the remix credit for that, right? When you go to No Way Out, when you hear I Love You Baby, that was Havoc. That wasn't Puffy. Havoc made that beat, and Havoc had like a beat CD that he left in the CD player, and Puffy took the credit for that track. He didn't actually do the beat like Havoc did.
What you mean he didn't do the beat like Havoc did? What did he do?
He only took the album credit. This is what he do. He took the album credit for the production. Havoc did the beat. That's Havoc's beat. Because when Prodigy heard it, and Prodigy talked about it in his book, when Prodigy heard the beat, he was like, yo, that's Havoc's beat. Puffy took the credit for that.
He took the beat, or he used the same sample?
He took the beat from the beat CD that was in Havoc's CD player at the studio.
The same sample, or
yes, he used the exact. The only thing he added was he had Stevie J play like some piano chords over it. But that's Havoc's beat.
Why did I have to dig for that for you to tell that? See how you was trying to omit that out the story?
No, but I'm saying he didn't actually produce.
Is it right? No, it's wrong. I get it. Did they sue him? Did they? What happened with that? Did they confront him on it?
I don't know.
My whole point on this, my brother, it's a story like that out there probably for everybody. What you guys are trying to do sometimes seems like y'all trying to erase this man's legacy.
No,
like
I'm
if you
not.
take him out of hip hop or the music industry, this whole shit wouldn't look different.
He was good for what he did, but he's not an actual beat
Legend.
maker.
Like I said,
no, I'm not saying he's not a legend. I'm saying
no. You did say that. That's how we got here.
Listen, I'm okay. Look, he did. I know what I said, Mark. I'm just saying he's not an actual beat maker like Primo or Pete Rock. That's what I'm saying. He hired 12 producers of the Hitmen to make the beats, and he just took the album credit, the credits for the production.
He's the producer. He's the executive producer. You got
right.
Their names. They did get song credit. Like that's how we know who they are. That's how we know who they're D. Angela.
Right.
We know Stevie J.
Not all of them though. Not all of them, because Pete
Rock
even put out a
video. Guys, you just brought up 12 of them.
I know, but I'm talking about like when he took the credits for Juicy. Pete Rock made a video on Instagram and put it out that he never got the credit for the Juicy beat. That's Pete Rock's beat. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, Pete Rock be out here saying a lot of shit. He was saying he didn't produce for Cannabis, and then Cannabis lawyer put out the damn emails of him working with Cannabis.
Right, he did work with Cannabis because I heard it.
Yeah. But he lied about that, and he got caught. He expected the lawyer to put out the emails.
Right. I'm not saying
Rock been out here. He got mad because Puffy said Chocolate Boy Wonder the other day. Like, come on, man. Like you, like that dude can't say Chocolate Boy. I know a lot of people who say that shit. Like, it ain't his name. But come on, bro, you got to stop that.
I'm not saying. Listen, Puffy, he did what he did. He was good for a moment, but like, I think people just lose their mind. Like he's some great, like think of all the artists that was on his label that left his label because of either tragedy or he was robbing them blind. The Locks have to have a fan petition.
You think artists come in the game and they stay at the same record label?
Some do stay at the same record label.
Name some artists like that. The best and the biggest ever never started and ended at the same record label. They always end up going somewhere else.
But that's, if you look at his whole roster, he had the same problems with his whole roster. Every artist.
No, everybody didn't have the same issue. Somebody died and got murdered. I don't think that happened with
more than once.
Who else got murdered?
Well, I'm saying like he had all these tragedies more than once on that label.
Who got murdered though, other than Big that I'm missing?
Nobody else that we know of. I'm just saying.
So
Man,
why
just
did you
don't like Puff, bro.
Okay, then you had Craig Matt leave.
No, I like Puff.
The biggest thing that happened to Puff Daddy, and the only thing that you can keep consistent with him is he had three groups or three sets of people that they found God, they found religion, or they left the music business for religion.
So you don't
Matt,
see
religion. The girl from Total, religion. Mace, religion.
You don't see a pattern. You don't see a pattern with his roster.
Somebody turned himself in
Marq,
for murder.
Man.
Like no. I'm just saying these are facts. What you mean? Come on, man.
You don't see a pattern with his roster. Every artist on his roster, he has.
We just know his roster better because he had all stars, or they all had big records, and it's a small roster. But if you put a microscope on Atlantic, Interscope, Warner Brothers, you're gonna see worse shit than what happened with him. You should be looking at Leo Cohen a little bit different. What happened to all Leo Cohen's artists? Because it's a longer list and it's a lot worse. You can go to Steve Rifkin.
Like when he was at
Steve Rifkin, it's a longer list, and I'm just saying you can put a microscope on anybody's roster. People die, bro. It's life. But Puff had people leave the music business for religion, homie. Like, and I'm sure
So how do you think when Mace tried to come back? When Mace tried to come back and he wouldn't let Mace sign with G-Unit, what was the excuse then for that? You remember that when that's how the beef started with him.
I remember he wanted $2 million.
No, he wanted $3 million for his buyout.
It was $2 million.
No, it was $3 million.
Remember 50 said Mace ain't worth $2 million with $2 million in his pocket. It was
exactly, and Mace signed a bad deal, and he wouldn't let Mace get out of that. He still won't let Mace get out of that contract. You know what I'm saying? So what's the excuse then? Like if Mace wanted out,
what you mean? What they got to do with anything? Like what him being a legend? You talking about his contract with an artist?
I'm saying his him selling. Listen, the way that people feel
100 million records.
The way that people feel about Puffy as a legend. It all convolutes going over into him being a bad businessman. That's why people don't give him his props.
No, he's a great businessman.
He's not a great businessman. He's never been a great businessman.
Business.
So every artist that you have a problem with and you let them go, he's still in business with what? Now with Bad Boy? Bad Boy's gone. It's been gone.
He's on Revolt. He got a TV company now.
So they watching Revolt because of NORE. They watching because of NORE. They ain't because of him.
Oh my God! Revolt was around and was successful before NORE came to even thought over there, bro. Like, come on, stop it, bro.
I'm talking about. I can't want to talk about
NORE. Like that probably helps.
You're talking about Diddy. I can't want to talk about the battle. This battle where people's giving Pop or praise over Biggie and Nas. Like, where?
But it's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Pac was great, but over Nas and Biggie, that's not happening. I don't see how people feel like Pac is better than them. You know, like let me understand that. How is Tupac better than Nas? So Nas is like one of the best ever. Biggie had 2 albums, and he died with 2 classics. I don't hear nobody saying that about Pac's first 2 albums. When they talk about Pac albums, they go to Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me, Machiavelli. That's it.
I think that's more than enough. I mean,
3 albums? Nas got more than 3 classics though.
No. We was really comparing them to Big because you said Big had 2 albums. Let's compare the deceased to the deceased. Because Nas just dropped 3 albums within the last 2 years. So let's stick with the deceased to the deceased. Okay. Big, the reason that Big is so compelling, and we saw Kirk Burroughs, who was executive at Bad Boy, say that they modeled their company after Death Row. Not only did they model their company after Death Row, he talked about how they would watch Pac and how they would do certain things. So that was able to rub out on Biggie. So Biggie had the benefit of Pac basically being his mentor / teacher, where he could watch his moves, teach him how to move, which made him a better artist, which helped him to become a better artist. So Pac didn't have a Big, but Big had a Pac. So when you say which one is greater, hell, can can the pupil be greater than the teacher? Yeah, in some instances. But if I made you, I helped shape you, or you rocked at my shows, or I introduced you to the world, then what does that make me?
I mean, I think that's debatable though. I mean, Tupac was great, but for people to say that he was better than Nas, I'm like, nah, not even. And this is not even a coastal thing, because I've come on here before and I see a lot of West Coast people, saying, oh, the West Coast was all great, and so the East Coast don't have no legends, right? We just all trash.
I'm from the West Coast, and I don't always say that. But there is a bias when you talk about this time period. You got to think there's this coastal divide. So you're dealing with black. I mean, not black. I'm not saying black folks. You're dealing with people born during that time period, like my cousin. He born through that time period. A lot of West Coast cats didn't support some of the Biggie stuff, as well as they didn't support some of the Tupac stuff based on that East and West thing. That was a serious thing.
And that's something that you didn't hear until they started beefing. Before then, you didn't hear nothing about that over here. Like, we were bumping Humpty Hump and Digital Underground. We were bumping Cypress Hill, Yo-Yo. We didn't hear nothing about the coastal beef until two MCs.
Well, that's not true, because that shit started from what New York DJs wasn't doing.
Nah, they were playing Cypress Hill over here. I played Cypress Hill from day one. I'm a huge Cypress Hill fan.
Okay, how many people over there was playing it though?
Funkmaster Flex played Cypress Hill. He played Cypress Hill on the show. He played Humpty Hump. He played Yo-Yo. We were playing them. Did he play Spice One? Did he play Spice One? No, not all of them got played over here. Not all of them got. But did he play DJ Quick? But I'm to your point though. I'm gonna tell you, New Yorkers were very biased, and they still like that to a point where anything outside of New York they refuse to hear. And
that's where the feuds start. You even look at the disrespect a group like an Outkast to get at the Source Award. So it wasn't so much of a West Coast starting that. It was a lot of what the East Coast arrogant and them being the Mecca and not wanting other people not wanting to share the space with other people, and that became the problem.
And even with the South, I tried to put friends on to Bone Thugs and Harmony when they came out, and Outkast and 3 6 Mafia. They wasn't trying to hear it. And again, that just goes back to the East Coast being biased and being stuck in their ways and refusing to listen to what else was popping outside of New York. So it's a real thing. It still happens to this day.
Yeah, so there you admit it. The East Coast is behind a lot of that shit.
There was.
So, and that's what created the divide. A lot of West Coast cats we wasn't, and it's unfortunate because once I start picking up on it, I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers over here is dope as fuck. I didn't get that until I go to the military and I'm dealing with people from other coasts. But outside of that, I've just been West Coast music listening like a mug. People wouldn't play East Coast shit off of that ignorant bullshit, which affected the industry, affected a black art form.
Right. I agree. I love both coasts. I supported Death Row. I supported Bad Boy. But I think the main problem that's still plaguing hip hop is the coastal, this whole coastal thing of well, I can't listen to Spice One because he's from Cali, or I can't listen to Kendrick or whatever. I just think it's ignorant. We're still dealing with this in hip hop, and it should not be here. That's just my take on it.
I can't tell what nobody's doing. All this shit sound right.
Yeah, I ain't know niggas was still on that coastal shit like that. Cause a lot of times you can't tell. Like, it'll be somebody from New York sound like they from Atlanta, or vice versa, or they might be from Cali and sound like an East Coast dude, or Florida sound like a Cali or Atlanta dude. So like, yeah, a lot of that shit be sounding. I agree with Brandon. A lot of that shit be sounding alike, like with the beats, the way the drum, the metronome, the hi-hats, the rolls on the hi-hats.
Right.
I think Pop Smoke took off with that bass slide, doing that little bass slide thing on his beats that really made his production stand out. And people was trying to make those Pop Smoke beats. Everybody had those Pop Smoke sounded like beats, like on YouTube. So it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be too. Like, nothing new is under the sun, right?
Right.
So let me do these final thoughts because I gotta wrap this one up. I gotta do another show after this. Neighbors only. I'm gonna do a neighbors only post game show. So gotta keep the show going. And I want to put some timestamps on this. When the show get real long, I get lazy. I be like, man, fuck that shit, man. Y'all here if you hear 6 hours. I ain't doing that shit. But 2 hours, 30 minutes. Yeah, I can put some timestamps on this one. So I definitely want to stamp this one up. Anybody got any final thoughts on anything we talked about tonight? Try. I wish you was here early, man. That shit was.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get out of the other live stream, but yeah.
Still.
I feel like Tupac was a legend. Biggie was a legend. They both are sorely missed over a dumb coastal beef, and I would have loved to see a versus. I think that would have been an epic versus against having Pac against Big or Pac against Nas. That would have been epic for the culture, and like I said, like they're both legends. So rest in peace to both of them.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Yes, sir. I want to say that Joe Budden was correct in putting his foot in Adam 22 ass for exploiting black people, black trauma, and black pain. Hopefully, he is more cautious and respectful of
We're
the
gonna talk
people.
about that more on members only too, Brandon.
Okay.
Keep your heads up. I'm gonna actually play the clip, and we're gonna break it down. Go ahead. Yo. I ain't. That didn't mean you got to stop. I was just giving your heads up.
Oh, indeed.
Like your closing here might be your opening on this when we start the next one.
Definitely. Grand opening, grand close. Okay, but so I appreciated Joe Budden for just making him aware, and maybe he didn't even see that side and he was oblivious, which I doubted, that you exploiting black people. And not only that, you should be happy that you are accepted in this culture and that we allow you to even sit amongst our greatness. So I appreciate that. That's for you, Reg.
Oh shit.
Look at Brandon.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Ain't nothing Joe Budden say gonna change this too, man. Joe Budden is full of shit. Joe Budden's always he's cyclical about shit. He's up and down with a lot of shit. I don't even know his point of bringing that shit up. Was he interviewing Adam 22? But it's like,
yes. Yeah,
okay, he was interviewing.
I played the interview early. Oh no,
yeah, I didn't. Trying to call out Adam 22 and forming it as that is just like a typical thing you see on the internet when they see a white person with platforms over 1 million subs, and that shit. It sounds good. It hits at the heartstring of people who play that, who will play that shit, but it just ain't the case. That's why I say some people lose the point on when they want to address racial shit, and then when they attempt to it, they fall flat on their face. I don't think it's a race thing when addressing Adam 22. If it comes up, then yeah, you address him. But because he's doing numbers off of hip hop, question the people why they go over there, why they feel more comfortable doing interviews with him. That's a bigger issue to me than saying he's some racist, because I don't see him exploiting hip hop. And these are the people he associate with more. Maybe he doesn't find anything of interest dealing with people of rock and roll or BMX scene and this and that. The people he's making money and helping to generate a lot of money for him and changing their lives are black folks. So I don't see where the exploitation, because AD's life has changed. T-Rail's life has changed. The dude from Idaho's life has changed. The girl Gina, all of them. So where's the exploitation? He's making these folks other money. Otherwise, they'll probably be trying to get out the damn streets and grow on their platform so they can get off the show and do it on their own. So did Joe Budden look at it that way? No. He just wanted to play to an audience that he thought he can get on Adam 22 as being someone exploiting the culture. No. The culture ain't the culture anymore, and but that's my thought. It's a great show.
You didn't hear this shit though. You just
hold up, Reg. Hold up.
No, because I hear a lot of people say that shit about Adam 22 or even what's his name, Vlad, the other one. Right. But a lot of times people having issues with black folks going over on these platforms. Why you can't do it on the Brothers channel? Why you can't do it there? A lot of these black folks don't want to go on these black channels because of the same bullshit you see within the boxing association and shit. The same thing I see a lot with our channels. I can, like I said, I like to watch a lot of shit on. I watch
that's
shit.
the dumb shit Bud said. Bud said he ain't going on black channels because they gonna support him anyway. So which is dumb.
Bud was writing a lot of shit he say, bro. But Bud
It's
does
wrong.
do interviews. No, it's not wrong, Brandon. You pick who you gonna rock with. It's the same thing. You see, Bud says that shit. But
Rock
has
with
Bud
a
does
lifestyle.
but listen, Bud has done interviews with black channels. I think his last interview has been with a black channel. He was on another one of the other brothers' channels, Chann News channel, doing where he came in there real quick. But so people can't play that. He don't want to deal with a lot of these Negroes on here. It's messy. Now I gotta sound like chaotic. Falsehood.
Damn, Reggie.
Let me sound like chaotic falsehood. I'm gonna sound like chaotic falsehood. A lot of these Negroes on here.
Reggie Truth, Reggie chaotic Reggie.
Chaotic lies, chaotic falsehood. Yo, I gotta chop that up too. Chaotic Truth came over and did a commercial in this bitch real quick. Then he.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Hey, you should go on that nigga channel and advertise your shit.
I'm gonna see if he and I'm gonna just.
Hey, but like I was saying, a lot of times people ain't comfortable doing shit with certain channels because of the type of shit that a lot of these dudes drum up. Like you don't want to be part of that shit. What look on YouTube. Look at everything you see with Negroes.
Bro, it can't be no messing in the shit that DJ Vlad and Adam 22, they playing they shit in courtrooms and shit. It can't be no messy than that. Goddamn.
No. They're playing. Listen, Brandon. They playing what in courtrooms? Not from them niggas being messy. From these Negroes going in here talking about, yeah, Vlad, I went over and shot that nigga up 22
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Then I dumped the key and I put it in the safe. My combination number was 30. Turn it to the left and 4, and then back to 20, and then like
put a case on their damn self, Reggie. I said they put a case on their damn self.
Exactly, bro.
Okay, but if they was on, if I was interviewing them, because we done dealt with criminal element, we know how to, and we know how our people, we gonna be like, hey, bro, you going too far. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna protect you, or I'm not even gonna add.
Man, Brandon, they let the president Donald Trump say all kinds of shit.
Let me just put a button in here. Let me just wrap it up. Like when Ebony and Jet magazine, Mr. Johnson, who used to own that magazine, one thing he made a deal with the celebrities is the black celebrities. He said, I never talk bad about y'all in this print because of the image. If I got something to say to y'all, we'll say it amongst ourselves, but I'm not gonna openly criticize y'all.
We can't hold ourselves accountable.
That was a good practice. That was a beautiful practice.
What you mean? We can't hold ourselves accountable?
We can do it privately like everybody else do. You're not in the room when the smile hats hold themselves accountable.
No, Brandon. We found out about Donald Trump grabbing by the, you know what? Because that shit
was he held accountable, or did nobody do anything?
They leaked this shit, bro. That was
happened though.
Huh?
They didn't do nothing.
It was a hot mic. They could have took that shit out. That won't live.
Listen to
they
me.
Released that shit.
Nothing happened.
Brandon. But you missing my point, or you hear the point and you just
it's consequences when
it comes out from white folks, Brandon, and it's white folks that's putting them in jail. These are white judges and white prosecutors prosecuting white folks too and putting them in jail, reporting these stories about them all over the world. What are you talking about, B?
What I'm saying, Mark, is when you talk about Trump, they didn't do nothing. Yeah, they reported the story, but nothing happened. But they reported the story of hold on, let me finish. Okay. They reported the story of Bill Cosby. Hannibal Buress broke that on the goddamn stage telling jokes, and the damn floodgates came after him. So I just think it's handled different. That's all. In certain circumstances, and like a lot of people would say, respectfully.
Oh man, Reggie, try. Y'all want to reply?
No.
Yeah, Brandon go overboard with a lot of this shit, man. It ain't that complex. It ain't the intended mission of these dudes to destroy black people. A lot of these dudes, a lot of people want to get on here.
Some of them, yeah. Some of them.
Yeah, a lot of these dudes get on here and want to sell off and display their gangster, and that becomes the issue. To where people love to sell off their street credibility and stories. Yeah, I sold dope and I moved keys my prison story. I was in there shanking up motherfuckers, and that's the highlight. Rather than, you know, telling these stories and giving reason of what to avoid, the pitfalls. Some people just want to highlight that. Or this may not even be their past. These dudes open up on shit that is still open, cold case, and still being investigated. And then here, these fools leading detective right to their criminal asses. And that becomes a problem. Like even when the one person who I've seen shut down a lot of Vlad shit was Sugar Free. And you really ain't seen nobody else do that shit. He one of the only people to do that shit.
No, break it down for the people who don't know.
Oh, with Sugar Free, it was just certain shit that Vlad asked Sugar Free, and Sugar Free look at him like, homie, what the fuck you asking me that shit for? And he wouldn't even like respond to it. Like, nigga, move on. And then Vlad quickly start picking up on where Sugar Free was coming. Then he start to kind of readjust the type of question he asked.
We not talking about Sugar Free. We talking about these little boys that's 19 and 20 years old. We not talking about a 40 or 50-some-year-old man who knows that
these dudes know. These dudes know because it's certain.
The reason why I think they don't know it.
That's what we saying.
Oh,
we seen them. We seen them like. But such he was like, what's his name? Webby was like, that's my business. So, he was like, that's your business if you want to know, but that's my business. And like he'll just keep it moving. Like we seen
Webby's 40 years old.
No, not at the time of this interview when he was on the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? But you seen them youngins up there too. Like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, but the point that I'm making.
But some people who clout chasing, they gonna be out there. Some people who don't look. AR Ab won't no youngin. He was a grown man up there and doubted himself.
I agree.
Some people just don't. It look. Old fools were once young fools, Brandon. That's what my grandma.
But I wouldn't ask AR Ab, and I wouldn't go down the question of your plug and what you did on the streets. I want to talk about you and your music, because I have respect for.
He talking. Let him. He telling his story.
Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Man, that's really all our story. We so dope. We got
that still out there really moving the packs. And
yeah, I don't want to hear. I'm not gonna highlight that.
How would you know that, Brandon?
I'm not highlighting that.
From Whittier the other day, say I had that thing on me, and I would have popped Kenny.
Man, that motherfucker said he was going to the Boxing Hall of Fame. Did you hear that? Red, did you hear that?
Hold on, don't cut me off, Brandon. Let me get this off. I heard that shit. Now, if we was to hear that dude killed somebody one day, we would all be in shock. But he on camera saying he had the thing on him. Like, let's not move the goalposts and let's not go too far off somewhere else with it.
I agree. Mark, when you say it like that, I do agree. But Reg, he said that he was going to the Boxing Hall of Fame.
Oh, Kenny Porter?
Definitely not.
Whittier.
When he said this shit, man,
he said
Reggie, you about to? I need you to go live. Find the clip, Brandon. Send it to
Reggie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find.
I'll definitely go live.
Go live tomorrow, Reggie. Do a show about that shit tomorrow, bro. Because I ain't doing no live tomorrow. Please do one tomorrow.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
Find that shit.
Yo, find that shit. Send it to me, Brandon, or send it to Reggie.
All right, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah,
but
I love to listen on that shit. I'm gonna die laughing on that one.
I couldn't believe he said I had the connections. I was getting ready to go to the Boxing Hall of Fame. So
Maybe
I was
bought the ticket. Or he was
that motherfucker said that he was the connections that he had. He started breaking down his money on YouTube and everything.
Like,
he said he made
in the Hall of he was gonna
be inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame as a journalist.
This nigga ain't even put in Ellie Setback work.
Man, he said he made $8,000 to $12,000 a month covering boxing.
I remember something like that before. No,
just said it.
But he said it dropped down to like 2,000 after they took his credentials. But that's a whole nother conversation. Oh man,
I'm about to look for that shit.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember people told me. That's neither here nor there. Shit. Anybody got anything else? Fuck it. I'm about to do this members only live. Knock that out. Anybody got anything else? Y'all can hang out though if y'all want to do kick it for that. Just gonna continue the conversation.
What's your topic on there?
I'm gonna play that Adam 22 shit and we're gonna break it down. I'm gonna let people actually hear the conversation.
Yeah, I want to hear that shit.
Hang out right there. for a second and let me put this in the background. I'll put the link to join the panel in the background.
Yeah, I'm actually bounced though, Mark. Thanks for having me.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Try. Thank you so much for your time and your energy, bro. You want to promote anything before I let you go?
Oh yeah. Tomorrow, you can follow me on Instagram, Tribal_Gigolo. Also follow 80s, 90s, and 2000s vibe.
Hold on, you say you got Gigolo.
That's my full name, the Tribal Gigolo.
The Tribal Gigolo.
Yes.
Strawberry only Gigolos, like.
No. Well, I took off the Gigolo, but people know me as that still. But they just call me Tribe. But I mean, that's my full name on Instagram. But you can also follow me on 80s, 90s, and 2000s vibes. I'm doing an IG live tomorrow. It's like I have a new show called Nostalgic Debates, and we debate every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. East Coast time. You know, different things of the culture. Tomorrow I'm having like a sneakerhead live tomorrow, like all sneakerheads. We talking about the best sneaker brands.
That's dope.
All time. So yeah, check me out on there. And you can subscribe to my channel, Daddy Rap Podcast on YouTube. Yeah.
All right, and what time you say you doing that show tomorrow again?
8 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time on IG Live.
IG Live. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll tag you.
What's the IG Live one more time?
It's 80s, 90s, and 2000s vibes.
Is it the numbers or is it the words?
The actual numbers.
Okay, 80s, 90s, 2000 vibes.
Yeah, 00 vibes.
Do you got a hashtag for it that you use for everything so they can?
It's hashtag 80s, 90s, 2000s vibes.
Tag me in that shit.
Yeah, I'll tag you in there. And it's basically a platform where we discuss all things nostalgia from those decades, and we're gonna be incorporating the 70s decade at the end of the year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dope. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you for your energy, my brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Man, I wouldn't have it no other way, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Later.
All right. Peace. All right. Brandon, Reggie, y'all stay right there. Give me your final thoughts, though. Y'all kill some airtime real quick while I do this.
Go ahead, Reg.
Oh yeah, my final thoughts I want to give to the Biggie thing, man. I hate to put greats into, you know, I hate to do comparisons on greats. Like, I like to allow greats to be greats. You know, the Verzuz thing is cool. I wish the Verzuz sometimes when you're dealing with people who are of equal standards to not have to compete, but to kind of more celebrate the work they put in. I would like Nas is like I say, like my number two.
I agree, Reg. They should play each other music. They should what they should do is show that they fans of each other and play each other music, or get each other be like, hey bro, do this song, or hey bro, I'm a fan. They should show how much they celebrate each other by playing each other's music. I think that'd be awesome.
Snoop and DMX.
Man, like to watch Snoop and DMX.
Who's in charge of the catalogs? Who would do that?
Like the artists, I wish the artists were more respectable and not just making it because it says versus.
I thought y'all was talking about doing the Big and the Pop versus.
Yeah, even if somebody done that, like not to make it more of like, oh, he better his shit on this person. No, they're great. That's like you always see that with black, like a black anything. Who better, Michael Jordan, LeBron? Why they can't be great? We don't do that with Wayne Gretzky and whoever another great hockey player, or who's the best.
Name another one.
Yeah, or who's the best rodeo cowboy rider? Who's the best country music singer? We don't do that. We're always taught to compete with one another rather than appreciating the greatness of us and shit. Like, and sometimes I find myself in that shit too, but I try to break myself out of comparing greats. Like, let just greats be greats. Like, appreciate the greatness of this motherfuckers, because when you look at greatness, and especially in the American form of anything, entertainment, you know, fights in this country, it's always gonna have a black representation as much as people hate it. Ain't no great white leaders are in this country. You tearing down monuments to these evil motherfuckers.
Ronald Reagan.
I mean, like, when it comes down to like our artists, like Nas and them have put in their work, prolific work in hip hop, to revolution and Pac and Big, and also like looking at it from that standpoint is these motherfuckers have shifted the dynamic of what this art form is in this music, and this has been a music that has been targeted. by not just black folks, but even, I mean, not by just white folks, but even older generations of black folks. And these dudes have made this music and sound, which comes out of some of the poorest places inside of this country, and have made this shit like a global goddamn audience. And I think that should be more appreciated than somebody saying this person shit on this other great. No, these motherfuckers is great, and two of them ain't here.
I couldn't have said it better myself. All right, well, look, we're gonna start this joint right there. Hey, look, click that link in the private chat, fellas. I don't know if y'all see it. Let me know.
Okay, I see it.
All right, click that one on Beam Out. And I'm gonna start that one. Look, it's been another great show. I'm looking at the survey right here. The survey I'm looking at it. Final survey is would Tupac beat Nas and Biggie in the verse? 71% is saying yes, both. 13% is saying no to both. What's that? 9% is saying yes to Biggie, but not Nas. And 7% is saying yes to Nas and not Biggie. All right, so that's it right there. That's the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed chopping up with y'all. Members only starting right now. I see Reg over there. Brandon, you got to click the link in the private chat.
Oh, I do. All right, I'm finna get out and put my headpiece in so I can put my phone.
Just click the link. It'll be in the live chat. All right. Well, look, it's another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, anything else you and I feel like talking about. Hip-hop, political, sports show with a comedy twist. Sometimes we argue, we disagree, we have fun, but at the end of the day, always remember, homie.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Members only started now. Drive, motherfucker. Oh, and for the month of August, only, YouTube is giving you 50% off, so you can join members only for 50% off. It'll already be added in. You don't have to put no promo code in or nothing. It's already there. So let's get it. I'll see y'all in about 30 seconds.
This that squad sound. This is me, man.
Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Nah, Dr. Marq, God made it possible, and so did dope ass viewers like you. I see y'all on members only now.